Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, welcome to QuizzleMania 15, the raging climax, their subtitle, not mine, the showcase of the immorons, the greatest spectacle in all of sports infotainment, this week sponsored by Manscaped.
My big hairy balls!
That is not what we are telling you to shave at all.
My big hairy balls, Laurie!
If you'd like a Manscaped thing, check the link in the description. It's what happens when Ollie tells me to do sponsored content. I'm Adam Butterbean Blompier, here to brawl you all in a shoot fight months in the making. Can Ollie maintain his streak? Did Louis make 10,000 signatures? Can anyone wrestle the QuizzleMania trophy away from Luke's cold, dead hands? Let's find out. First, I want to welcome onto the show Louis Dangor. The boyhood dream has come poo. We put a petition out there, and honestly, I plugged it as hard as I could. I made a video begging people to sign it. I really campaigned for you, buddy. But I'm afraid you only drummed up. Let me just refresh. It might have leapt up in it. 3,729 signatures. That's not 10,000, is it, mate?
It's not. But I mean, I've only got myself to blame.
Yeah, that's true.
You did everything you could.
I did everything I could.
I just know I'm not a big enough draw. So I mean, any of me wanting to get on, thinking I could prove something, it's just, it's not worth it. The people don't want to see me, so I've conceded to the fact that it's not meant to be.
And you will never be on QuizzleMania again. All right, so happy days. Let's move on to our first official guest of QuizzleMania 15. First up, it's Oily David.
Oh, hi there. Sorry, I was just using my Manscaped razor on my face. God
hey,
damn.
Ollie, you know who could use a Manscaped razor? Giant Gonzalez, because of all the pubes on his costume.
Yeah, well, I'm taking this seriously. I've got a tie on that you can't see behind this microphone. I've got just vodka, not Guinness like usual.
Oh, okay.
I'm in it to win it.
Good stuff. Yeah, I can see that. You're going faster. So obviously I don't know what your streak is on at the moment. The Mantar movement is running wild. Good luck, I suppose.
That's not how you spell my name.
All right. So next up, finally, the Ross has come Sapp to QuizzleMania. Hi, Sean.
Hi, Adam. I've got some things to say, if you don't mind.
That's fine.
I've sat here for the last 2 months. Here, nowhere else. 2 months watching what QuizzleMania has become. And it's heartbreaking. It's heartbreaking to see the reign of terror that has unfolded under Luke. And you're an enabler too. You're an enabler. You do things like you bully Louis. You bully poor Louis Dangor. We let him on our Wednesday show every week. He's there. It's at 4 a.m. for him, but who cares? Who cares? He's on there. I am a man of the people, a real man of the people. And it's the little things, it's the subtleties. That's what we appreciate in wrestling, the subtleties, like the way that people talk to one another. And you can just tell that Luke is so full of himself, and you are too. Just, you don't talk like a normal person. You're, oh, hello, mate, all that stuff. And you don't curse, you know, all that stuff.
All right, Mary Poppins.
Yeah, exactly. Just like that. Do you remember when my close personal friend Wale publicly posted on his Twitter with over 1 million followers that I was a big time cursor? Do you remember that?
I do remember that. Yeah, I was.
He's not wrong. And the reason that I do that is because I'm just like all of you, not you, Adam, all of you beautiful people. I'm not too good to curse. Sean, you need to be a professional. No, I don't. I need to be me. And I need to be like all of you beautiful people. And even in your catchphrase, what is it? Jam that jam? Is that what y'all say? Can you get me a beautiful wide shot? Can you hit me with a wide? No, I mean of me. Let the people see. Let the people see what this is. Here we go. Fuck that fuck. I am a man of the people and a big time cursor. I am not going to take some tattoo off of Hulk Hogan. What is he, 6'6", 320? He's not a man of the people. I'm a man of the people, and I'm a big-time cursor, just like all of you beautiful people watching QuizzleMania, and I am here to end the fucking reign of Luke Owen. Shave your pubes, use Manscaped.
He's just a common man. Wow, that is the Hard Times promo of QuizzleMania. It brought a tear to my eye. So, obviously, Louis not on the show. So we've had people asking what happens if Louis doesn't get the signatures. Well, so we have a very special guest lined up. We couldn't actually announce him in advance for fear of WWE actually pulling the plug on his appearance. We've started now, so I would like to see them try. I wouldn't like to see them try. But welcome to the show, WWE superstar, former world champion, the master of the 619. It's Rey Mysterio. I'm so honored to meet you.
It's all right, Adam. We've been talking for a while.
Yeah.
After my unfortunate globalization at Extreme Rules, I mean, eyeball here to prove it. We didn't think it was going to happen, but thankfully my optic nerve is not severed.
Yeah, I heard
and
that.
My son Dominic,
beautiful boy, bouncing,
convinced me to come on. So I can't wait to be part of the show today. So thank you so much for having me.
It is genuinely my pleasure. You're the first wrestler I ever interviewed when I was working at What Culture. You are an icon to millions, and just like I sorry, I am kind of fangirling a little bit, but I have so many questions. What's your birthday?
Listen, because of fears over sort of, I guess, fraud and security scams and people. Sort of imitating me, we don't disclose that information.
Gotcha.
At all.
No. So you've got multiple children, not just Dominic. Yeah. What's your daughter's name? She's been on WWE. She was on SmackDown. CM Punk sang her happy birthday. Dominica. Yeah. Absolute pleasure to have you on the show, Rey Mysterio. Genuinely an honor. The biggest guest we've ever had. Oh, that's amazing. And well, finally, the reigning, defending QuizzleMania champion. He's Luke Owen.
Hey man, how's it going?
I'm really good, Luke. How are you, mate?
Yeah, I'm doing all right, man. I've had a really good day, you know, a really, really nice day. I spoke to you for like an hour or so, and I spoke to Laurie and Pete for another hour on top of that for Rest Talk After Dark.
Yeah,
it was. I had a really, really nice time, just a nice day, and I'm super excited to be here again.
It's just not like this is a fun show to do from our perspective. It's a fun evening.
Yeah, you know what? And I heard what Sean had to say. You know. Very eloquently put, but you know, they say all quizzes are created equal, but you look at me and you look at Sean Ross Sapp and you know that statement is not true. See, normally you go one-on-one with another quizzer, you've got a 50-50 chance of winning, right? But I'm a genetic freak, the people's champion, and I'm not normal. So I've got a 25% at best chance, or rather he's got 25% chance at best at beat me. So then you add in Ollie Davis to the mix, the chances of winning drastic go down. See the Fatal 4-Way at QuizzleMania 15, you got a 33 1/3 chance of winning. You with me so far?
I'm with you, mate, and the audience are with you too.
Well, okay, but I got a 66 2/3 chance of winning because Ollie Davis and Rey Mysterio know they can't beat me, so they're not even going to try. So Sean Ross Sapp, you take your 33 third chance minus my 25% chance if we was to go 1-on-1, and you got an 8 1/3 chance of winning at QuizzleMania 15. But then you take my 75% chance of winning if we was to go 1-on-1 again, and it would add 66 2/3% chance, and I got 141 2/3 chance of winning at QuizzleMania 15. Senor Sapp, the numbers don't lie, and they spell trouble. They spell disaster for you at Sacrifice QuizzleMania 15. I wrote all that down ahead of time, mate, and I still managed to fuck it up.
I love that. Welcome to the show, every single one of you. This is going to be a really, really fun show. I do want to remind, obviously, everyone that we are sponsored by Matt.
The big hairy balls.
All right. So let's start with the first, where we always start, the first round. It could only be The Price is Shite. If you're watching QuizzleMania for the first time, this must be a bit weird for you, but I'm going to show you each a piece of wrestling merch that you can buy online. Give me how much you think that is worth in dollars. The closest without going over will win 5 points. And the first item up for bid is this. It is a Pikachu Lucha plush toy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
It's good though, isn't it?
Lucha. All right. So how much is that worth? I'm going to just hop straight into our super chats.
Fun fact, I didn't bring a notebook up here.
Oh, wow.
Sure.
The people's chat.
My wife is watching live. Bring me a notebook.
I am
Right,
a
Wale.
WWE superstar.
Also, my wife
things to do.
did this because my handwriting is very poor.
That is great.
Because I'm a
calligraphy.
man of the people. I'm not trying to
Yeah,
write
nice.
fancy like everybody else. I write like a normal, everyday human being while Luke is trading promos with his steroid buddies so he can do all these PEDs.
Ryan Spies says the one true god of QuizzleMania SRS has finally returned. Virgil Namodo says, how long until Luke's wife starts managing SRS and we get a My Way video package? Also, I hope no one cashes in Money in the Bank and takes Louis' spot. Thanks, as always, Wrestle Talk team. QuizzleMania 20 on a boat. And Dylan Haggett says, boo, less Sean Ross Sapp. Ooh, that's got a sting. Come on, Adam. When are you going to get... Come on, Adam. When are you going to get...
sense?
Come on, Adam. When are you going to get Steven Larson on again and together? It's because of QuizzleMania that I subbed to Wrestle Talk. Mostly because you're nice, funny blokes. Jam that jam, brother. We should get Steven Larson back on. We really should. All right,
Nice
so
guys.
let's start with former WWE champion and former 2-time world heavyweight champion Sean Ross Sapp. What have you got?
I have $45. Hashtag FTF.
FTF. Ollie Davis.
I can't put that on a t-shirt. It's annoying me. But it's $14. I've gone low.
$14. Louis.
Who?
Oh, sorry. Rey Mysterio. Rey Mysterio, noted luchador and star of Lucha Underground.
Yeah, I've gone 2099 hashtag 619.
Very, very good. And Luke.
$45.
Ooh, 45 and 45 from Sean and from Luke. Do a Maui or the highway. It's $48.39. So that is 5 points for Sean, 5 points for Luke. It is the clash that we are hoping for. Oh, you can't book it. Oh, right. Next,
If I'd have just gone for my usual 99 gimmick as well, I'd have got that point.
Dang, got that point.
You're going to have fun today, Ollie.
This isn't a good start, Ray.
Next up, keeping with the luchador theme in honor of our special guest, it is a Pentagon Jr. signed half Venom.
Oh, look
mask.
at that.
It's a beauty, isn't it? Now, I should clarify, this is signed by Pentagon Jr., but it is not ring worn.
Okay.
It's signed by Pentagon, but it is not ring worn, but it is a beauty. Look at that.
We're signed by Venom.
Yes, it is. All of the Venoms, I believe, Eddie Brock and the other ones, can't remember their
Flash
name.
Thompson.
Very good, mate. Very good.
Thanks,
the bad
mate.
one, Ryan B. Bad, says, don't let Louis Dango on the show unless it's in a hair versus hair match against Ollie Davis. P.S. Luke, I still believe in you. Keep the streak alive. Don't worry, we are keeping Louis off the show. Wrestling Figure Mania says, Adam never answered my email he requested about the comedian story. Maybe check your hashtag spam that spam folder. I will, because I don't think I've got that. I kid. The story doesn't really matter all that much to me. Keep at it, boys, and go SRS. And LPD Ninja says, really sad I won't be able to watch live. My work hours have changed back to normal. Thank you all for the fun. Keep on doing what you're doing. Jam that jam. My Jam that Jam t-shirt will be here any day now. We're getting lots of people sending us Jam That Jam pictures on Twitter. We love it. It's an iconic t-shirt. Right, starting with Rey Mysterio.
Well, as a man who knows how much a mask costs and how great Pentagon is, as a person, close friend, I've gone for $250.
$250. Oily David.
I always lowball everything, so I've gone 600.
600. SRS.
I'm going to go 375.
375.
Ooh,
And
maybe
Luke?
I've gone low. I've gone 299. Oh,
200.
200.99.
Well, he is here to save us. And he is doing a damn fine job. 400 smackers. 5 points to Sean Ross Sapp. It is... Luke, can you feel it? Can you feel the winds of change?
It's a squash match. Dear God. It's Goldberg coming back at Survivor Series.
All right, next up on the conveyor belt, once again sticking with Lucha Underground in honor of Ray. It is a adult-sized replica of the Gift of the Gods champion.
Wow. Awesome.
Easily one of my favorite wrestling belts of all time. It is not signed, but it is adult-sized replica.
It's a replica, right?
Yeah, it's a replica.
Okay.
Unfortunately, the medallions don't come out, which is a real shame. They're welded in. Reese Johnson said, it's my birthday and my girlfriend left me a few days ago, so I'll be watching this extremely drunk. Go, Ollie. Don't ruin my birthday even more. Jam that jam. Will Ware says, Adam, now I know you jokingly said that if Brian Zane retained the title 5 times, you'd become a contestant. If Luke somehow wins today and achieves that goal, will you step up or are you a coward? So I'm many things, but I am not a coward. If Luke wins today, we may have plans for next week, so I won't step in there. But I may be tempted to step out from behind the desk for QuizzleMania X7 if Luke wins today, but only if Luke wins today. All right, so Luke, let's start with you. Obviously, you're carrying Parts of Unknown on your shoulders. What have you got for me?
$250.99.
$250.99. Rey Mysterio, noted luchador.
Yeah, I've gone with my same as my bald friend in the top corner, $250.
$250. Well, not quite the same because Luke went for $250.99. Ollie Davis.
For the Infinity Gauntlet of belts, I've gone for $400.
$400 dues. Sean Sapp.
I've never seen this one before, so I'm going to assume it's rare, but I think I may have overshot it a bit. $599.99.
$599. It is a clash of the Titans. We are witnessing history. It's $279.99. That is Luke's 5 points.
Replica, man. Replica.
Damn.
That 99 is important.
There are some of like the deluxe ones that I'm like, damn, really that much?
It is a genuine pleasure to see this level of competition in QuizzleMania. I just feel like I'm watching pro athletes. Finally, this may break the deadlock. Oh no, sorry, there's 2 left. I forgot. This is again in honor of our special guest. It's a very, very rare 2014 San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Rey Mysterio Funko Pop.
Ooh.
From his Survivor Series getup, I believe, where it was guys against Team Shield, and Roman Reigns was like the last survivor, and he did like an amazing job.
I talked to somebody 2 days ago who was in the market for one of these.
Oh no! All right. So Alex Williams says, there once was a man named Louis. His daft request was a bit screwy to be on the show, to which Adam said no. So he planned his debut, went all kablooey. Delightful. And Jared Zimmerman says, have you guys ever thought of joining Cameo? My little brother, hearing any of you personally telling him to jam that jam would swell his little heart. Also, hi SRS. And Luke, you're a dick. Hashtag jam that. Yeah.
Thanks for the super chat. It was nice hearing from you.
Oh, what a monster. I'm not gonna lie. I thought about it. But
did you really?
Well, like, think of it like this, right? A board game costs about 30 quid. Like a cheap board game is between 20 and 30 pounds. Like, I wouldn't put myself at like 50 pounds or like 100 pounds, but like 15 quid, a couple of those, I could just buy myself a board game.
I was actually talking about it. My mum didn't know what Cameo was. When I saw her last week, I was explaining it to her, and I was like, look, and here's the website. I was like, who would you like to get a shout out from? She was like, oh, any of the cast of Friends. Something like that. I searched on Friends. They weren't on there. But I was like, I can't get you one of the main cast, but I can get you Bobby, Rachel's potential first husband, or I can get Mona, the girl that Ross dated for a bit.
You couldn't even get Gunther?
No, I don't think Gunther's on there.
Damn, man.
Wow. Yeah.
Right. For the Rey Mysterio Funko Pop, well, let's start with you, Sean, seeing as you have insider knowledge here.
I was talking to somebody as I went and I saw their collection a couple days ago, and they said that they were collecting Funkos, and they wanted the Rey Mysterio. They wanted to collect them all, but the Rey Mysterio San Diego Comic-Con was very expensive, and I put under the number they told me was the cheapest.
Oh wow,
700. Oily.
Yes. Yeah, damn it, I missed off a 0 by accident. I also wrote down 700. You gonna take 700?
I heard a pin drop. Who cheated?
I lowballed the last time we did a Funko Pop because I think they're usually worth nothing. But the fact that this one's limited, I've gone for $699. Well, $600.99.
$600.99. And well, I mean, if there's anyone who knows, it's Ray.
I let my management deal with this kind of thing. I'm not involved with the pricing or anything, but I've gone 500.
500. All right.
Can I stop and tell you how much they told me it was?
Go for it.
They told me the cheapest was like 800 online that they found.
This is 800.
Hey! Sources. Thank you, Jamie Price of Ewing, Kentucky.
All
Jamie
right.
Price is shite.
So it's a 2-horse race. Feel free to hop in the pool anytime you want. Ollie and Ray, the water's lovely.
Yeah, and Ray's busy giving Luke all of his stem cell therapy so he can cheat at QuizzleMania.
So
I've got contract negotiations on my mind. I'm a bit busy.
This one is also, as you noticed, a theme. For all of these Price is Right selections, we're going to close out with something very dear to one of our special guests, which is this. It is the thong bottom and suspenders wrestling singlet. I would like to draw your attention to the big sale.
Oh God.
Look at that banana hammock. That is, chiseled out of stone. We could all be so lucky. Kid Campbell says Lois is the human embodiment of the Bailey This Is Your Life segment, combined with an original Sin Cara match. Jobber.jj496, Ollie Davies, #1 fan TM, says the biggest showdown since Rock v Austin, Luke Owen versus Sean Ross Sapp. Ollie, you can get bronze and screw Megan. And Caleb Maldonado Says Louis trying to join QuizzleMania reminds me of Seth trying to join in on that DX group hug, but he's not here, so we can talk about it. All right, so let's. Okay, exciting. All right, so let's start with Ollie. Can you get on the scoreboard?
Well, I bought one of these for Luke a couple of years ago. I'm gonna say $15. They were cheap.
$15. Sean Ross Sapp.
When I would search for singlets for wrestling matches, these would come up a lot, and they were like dirt cheap. So I just went as low as I was comfortable going, like $2.
$2.
Just hoping I went under everybody else.
Louis.
I just
Rey Mysterio. Sorry.
Yeah, 6. I don't know who Louis is, but 6.
6 and Luke.
I also thought $15, like my man Ollie Davis, but because of the big sale, I've gone for $7.50.
$7.50. One of you has got it. This wrestling singlet is worth $3.85.
Here's the deal. Somebody PayPal me that amount, and I will sell you the piece of paper that I wrote this on, and the items will be worth roughly the same.
He's back and better than ever. So now, after that round, the scores sponsored by Manscaped.
My big hairy balls!
That is not what we are telling you to shave at all.
My big hairy balls, Laurie!
Don't be rubes, shave your pubes. The scores are currently sitting at, in joint third place with 0 points. It's Ollie and Ray. You're in good company, Ollie. In second place with 10, it's Luke Owen. In first place with 20, it's Sean Ross Sapp. Fuck that.
Hashtag FTF.
All right. Next up, to continue, hopefully, this swell of momentum that Sean Ross Sapp is experiencing, whose nips are these?
Oh, that's horrible.
Game,
Isn't it monstrous?
What monster created this?
That was another work of Volantis Moon, who just sent in a bunch of stuff, and I thought, that looks great. That's much better than mine. So I replaced it. So as ever, this is the Nips round. We got 10 questions. Each question is worth 3 points. I'm just going to show you some nips. You tell me which wrestler they belong to. Sounds super simple. Whose nips are these?
Oh, my God.
Matthew Shield says, why hasn't Adam Pearson been on QuizzleMania yet? Have you thought about getting him on? Then he can beat Luke and SRS. Adam Pearson would be a great guest. Absolutely. Christian29D says, thanks for all the weeks and months of entertainment. Can't wait for QuizzleMania Live. Manscaped, that Manscaped. And D'Artagnan says, QuizzleMania 15. Will SRS take down Luke? Can Ollie come in not last? Will Louis finally be allowed into the hallowed ground? I hope at least one of these is true. Good luck, gentlemen. And hashtag jam that jam. All right. So let's start with Ray. You've probably got up close and personal to a whole bunch of these. So I imagine you got the inside track.
Yeah. Boogeyman.
Sean Ross Sapp.
Boogeyman, the fur gimmick gave it away.
Ollie.
Ollie Davis.
Ollie.
What?
What do you think his gimmick is?
What?
I guess it is appropriate that right now, like, this is like the Butterbean Bart Gunn aspect of QuizzleMania 15. Ollie's just knocking himself out as soon as he walks into the ring.
Oh, fuck that.
Dave Davis, for podcast listeners, what name did you put down?
Boogeyman.
No, you didn't. What name did you put down?
Pack.
Yeah. The bastard back. And Luke?
Oh, I've gone for Boogeyman. Ooh, worms.
Very, very good. That is 3 to everyone apart from Ollie Davis. It's the Boogeyman. He's going to get you. All right. So that is 3 for Sean, 3 for Luke, 3 for Ray. Ray, you're on the scoreboard. Welcome to the Score City. Ollie, in course, no points. Next up, whose nips are these?
Ooh.
Oh, those are very generic.
Those look
God.
like they have used some Manscaped technology, quite frankly.
Those look like
hairy balls.
I mean, it's got
Those look-
a headlight on it. He could have done that in the dark.
it looks like they've never had a push.
Alexander Jose Ovi Silas says, "Hola, Luke. I know that it seems like people are turning on you, but you must remember your famous catchphrase of never giving up and rising above hate. Do it for the kids, man. Let's go, Owen. Owen sucks. Hashtag jam that jam." Robbie Sheeny says, "Go, Luke. Not even Brock Lesnar can beat this streak. Thank you all for continuously putting on a great show. Jam that jam, boys." Greg Cherrybrand says, "Beat a former QuizzleMania champion, a Fightful.com member in wrestling trivia. Where's my shot?" Sean Rossap, Luke, and Ollie fear Greg.
Who?
Hashtag Cherry for QuizzleMania. We see you, Greg Cherry. We hear you.
Too bad he'll never pop his QuizzleMania cherry.
Oh, excellent. That's excellent. That's excellent. That's excellent. That's excellent. All right. Ollie, let's redeem yourself.
I did a bit like Dolph Ziggler. I don't know.
Dolph Ziggler.
These were tough.
Sean Rossap.
I went with Shorty G.
Shorty G. Louis' friend Rey Mysterio.
Not friends with him. Originally, I went for DJZ, but then I went for Dolph Ziggler.
Dolph Ziggler and Luke.
I also went for Chad Gable.
Chad Gable. Interesting. The pack leaders falling short. It's Dolph Ziggler.
Oh,
Wow.
what? Man, I thought he'd be way more interesting in his nips.
Yeah.
No small hairless nips for a small hairless man. Right.
I was
next-
right. They've never had a push.
He had one. Got kicked in the head by Jack Swagger. Next up, whose nips are these?
Oh,
Mm.
those are nips that are afraid to show themselves.
Those are shy nips. Finn Brennan says, "Sean looks a lot like my friend Breen. Can he please give him a shout out, even though Breen doesn't watch wrestling?"
Well, lucky you, Breen, for looking like me.
Volantis Moon says, "Reminder that time Adam asked Brock Lesnar to his face when his career just became about the money. Hashtag long reign Luke. Screw that foreign heel, SRS. I did ask Brock that. He didn't laugh." Freddie Arredondo says, "Hell yeah. Here for some lovely time with the boys, but I don't know what's worse. The fact that COVID is still going strong right now or that SRS is back. Hashtag SRS still heel. Hashtag Luke for the win." Still got some mates, Luke. And
That's
I'm
nice. It's
one-
very
I'm one of
nice.
them.
Oh, thanks, Adam.
Oh, you're welcome, mate. Let's go, Ray.
I think he spits in the face of people who don't want to be cool.
Yep.
I think it's Carly.
Ollie.
Oh, David.
It's because the way Luke went, yes. When it first came up, I thought it's got to be Disco Inferno. But then I was like,
Sweet Jesus. Sean Rossap.
I went with Carlito Caribbean Cool, who has been on the receiving end of about 45 unintended forwards when I try to send things to Carlos Toro and accidentally send them to Carlos Colon Jr.
Luke.
I've also gone for Carlito Caribbean Cool. Ooh, apples.
Just kiss already. All right. So that is 3 points to Sean, Luke, Ray, Carlito.
Why do you think Luke puts things in parentheses? Is it because like he's an elitist? Do you think he's better than everybody? He's not a man of the people.
It's true. Brackets are for the 1%.
They are. Like he wants to show that he knows, just a little bit more than everybody else.
Aren't you the guy that used to write down like their WCW names in this round?
No, never.
Whose nips are these? All right.
Oh, God.
Anakin JMT. The Dong Lord has returned. Save us, SRS. Luke is really the Emperor, and SRS is Luke Skywalker. No. Brian Allen has just sent us $5, which we appreciate. Neon Palace is finally our Lord and Savior. SRS can save us from Luke's reign of terror. Instinct Culture by Denise Salcedo says, "I don't want to get fired, so I'm sending a Sean Ross Sapp appreciation super chat. Will Luke remain number one? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Close bracket." I will point out that Denise has used brackets in her super chat.
These is good people.
She's from LA. It makes sense. She's also an elitist.
One of the Hollywood global elite. Right, Ollie.
I've got an answer.
Oh, okay. Well, you've got a few seconds. There they are.
I don't think mine's gonna.
Damn.
Ollie, you've got 3 points, so you are, it's not a total shutout. But let's get you some more. What have you got?
Punishment Martinez. I don't really know tattoos.
Punishment Martinez.
I didn't know.
Didn't know. No answer for this one. Luke.
Yeah, I've got nothing. I was literally just going to say Heidenreich because I saw him in the intro package at the start of the show.
Do you want me to take that answer? I'd
got nothing else.
All right, Heidenreich it is. Sean Ross Sapp.
No way.
Heidenreich. Yeah, it's Heidenreich.
No way.
All right, so 3 for Luke, 3 for Sean. Amazing. Like if you weren't
unfriended him on Facebook.
If you weren't
Thanks,
mortal
Pete.
enemies, you would have to be best friends.
I like Sean.
Yeah, we all like Sean Ross Sapp. Whose nips are these? Dwayne the Gronk Johnson says, obligatory fortnightly bad joke. What did Hulk Hogan ask at arts and crafts class? What you gonna glue, brother?
My big hairy balls.
My God.
Mike Lucas says, all hail King Luke. Hashtag Luke Nukem.
Oh, I like that. That's cool.
And Alexander Jose Ovi Casalis says, hola again, Mr. Blompier. Glad to see old man Davis back. Go on, Silver Fox. Don't finish last. Hashtag Mantar Power. All right. So let's get some answers from my beautiful, beautiful boys. Sean Rossap.
I went with Bo Dallas because of the wet hair, but honestly, it could have been like FCW Roman Reigns for all I know.
Ollie Davis.
Or Pac. Come on.
Come on, Pac. Ray.
Yeah, I've gone for pre-Shield Roman Reigns.
Pre-Shield Roman Reigns. And Luke.
I've gone for Big Cass. Ooh, brackets.
One of us is a very, very smart boy. It's pre-Shield Roman
damn
Reigns.
it!
Was the tattoo. It was
The hair.
tattoo.
He's
The
written
hair,
Roman on
though,
his
like-
penis.
I heard a story once that Roman Reigns and Bo Dallas like had a water pour on their head off type of thing. Like they would each like pour like 6 bottles of water on their hair before they would go out to the ring. And I thought it was Bo.
Sounds awfully wasteful.
Whose lips are these?
Oh,
All
fuck.
right. So you've got Anakin JMT says, Ollie, Manscape is not for your face. Also, Ollie has the real reign of terror as he's the undisputed king of last place, and he's guarding it with a fierce jealousy. ZWS Pictures says, Ollie's over here stealing Laurie's gimmick of taking this seriously. And Aaron Simon says, SRS is the real people's champ.
Yeah, true.
Declan Malloy says, happy to be watching this in my Jam That Jam t-shirt. What's one match you love that you never hear people talk about? Also, Ollie, don't finish last, please. Anyone got a match that people don't talk about nearly enough?
Becky and Charlotte from Evolution 2. Evolution 1.
Everyone about that.
No, not enough people talk about it.
Daniel Bryan Sheamus, 2 out of 3 falls. Can't remember what
Very
pay-per-view
good.
it was. I love that match.
I'm gonna piggyback on that and say CM Punk Daniel Bryan are over the limit. 2012.
Ooh,
That was good.
I'll say CM Punk and John Cena on that random Raw where they did a pile driver.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna say Ray. Obviously, I was texting you about this when you were looking for Undertaker matches. It was Undertaker Rock, right?
Yeah.
From No Way Out. Was it
No, that was
02?
from Backlash 01.
No. Oh, I can't remember. I mean, it was like The Rock, and it was when Undertaker just turned heel, so it was like after the invasion and stuff.
Oh, he turned heel in 2002, right?
Yeah, so it must have been 2002.
It's
Speaking of
2001.
No Way Out-
It was
2000.
very
Speaking of
good.
No Way Out,
Was it
I'm gonna
Austin?
change that.
No, it was
Gone.
definitely it was.
This
Rock
isn't the
Austin.
round.
This isn't the
Rock,
round. You're absolutely right. What is this nonsense? Ray.
Abdullah the Butcher.
Abdullah the Butcher. Interesting. Luke.
Oh no, Dusty Rhodes.
Dusty Rhodes, baby. Ollie.
Oh, I went Abdullah the Butcher too.
Oh, and Sean Rossap.
What with the Midnight Rider?
You liberal elite. All right, so that is 3 points to Luke and to Sean. It's Dusty Rhodes, the common man himself. All right, so that is 3 for Luke, 3 for Sean. Interesting scores. All right, next up, who's this?
Wow, a smattering of hair.
Buff Tucker says, my mom is not quite sure if Sean Rossap really is that stunningly handsome, or if it's just because he's on screen next to Ollie Davis and Luke Owen.
You tell her she's about to find out.
Nice. Hate this. Just know yes says, Adam, is it true that the only reason Ollie Tour hired you was because of your hair reminding him of his tea? Whiter than milk. Jam that jam. It's true. Ollie Davis does like a weak cup of tea. Next up, K2KYD says, SRS the People's Champion. We've missed you. And Blue Flame King says to everyone, fave funny or comedy wrestlers. Mine is Tajiri. Also, Adam, could you make this game where it is 2 teams competing, like Wrestle Talk versus Cultaholic? Oh, we haven't done a tag team QuizzleMania. That'd be a nice idea. Favorite comedy wrestlers? Like, honestly, R-Truth is doing really good stuff at the moment. I was never a fan of Santino. In terms of like funny, Orange Cassidy, I guess.
Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
And I think Billy Kay would be a fantastic straight comedy singles wrestler. I think she'd be great at it.
I'm going to go old school. I'm going to go with Crash Holly. I thought his hardcore title run was so funny.
Colt Cabana's pretty good as well.
Colt Cabana's great. Toriano. All fantastic.
Toriano.
All right, so let's start with Ray. Whose nips are those?
Originally, I thought DDP, but based on the way his arm was positioned, I'm changing to Jim Duggan.
Oh,
Jim Duggan. All right, Ollie.
I couldn't remember Jim Duggan's name. But I kept on writing the letter B.
Luke.
Oh, I've gone for Jim Duggan, star of Games Master.
Sean Rossap.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
How are you guys so good at this? Yeah, it's Hacksaw Jim Duggan. Or B to his friends.
Could you not have just said ho?
Oh! Very, very good. All right. Next up, whose nips are these? Blue, no, I've done that one. Videopar 97 says, hey Adam, wondering if you would book Bart Gunn's run after the Brawl for All. Also, and this is for parts of unknown people, will you guys have special guests on No Rolls Barred like on QuizzleMania? It is something we've discussed. Obviously, the world being what it is, it's made it very difficult, but it is something that we are looking into, is all I could really say without.
Don't worry, if their ratings get low enough, they'll call on me.
Fuck that, fuck. All right, well, let's start with you, Sean. Go on then, you scamp. Who's that?
Come on.
No.
Randy Orton, maybe? I had Randy Orton.
Randy Orton, oil.
I got nothing for this. My mind stopped. Not that it was helping me before.
Got nothing as well.
Oh, wow. And Luke?
I'll go for Randy, the arm.
He has voices in his head. They come to him.
I based it on the pose.
I based on the pose.
No.
Like, you guys are nipple whisperers. Like, I could not do this round. I don't know how you guys do it.
Luke and I are the people that sit on the couch watching murder mysteries, and when they haven't figured it out 10 minutes in, we go, fucking morons.
Whose nips are these?
Who
done nip? Chris Rain says, save as SRS. We want Louis. No, you don't. You don't know what you want. Will Brennan says, hey guys, would you ever consider doing a Money in the Bank type quiz where the winner can cash in at the end of any show and they become and the champion are given a random category and that in the briefcase? Oh god, that's a lot of production values for what is a thrown together show. Gutier 25 says, yes, SRS is back. Only reason he lost last time is because Adam rigged the game for Luke.
Yes,
Luke is a paper champion. Save us, SRS. I do love rigging QuizzleMania. There are few things I love more. Right, let's start with...
Shut up.
Luke, just to show that I haven't rigged this in your favor.
Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins. Ray.
I've gone for Cesaro.
Cesaro.
I thought Cesaro, but the pectoral split is quite different, so I went for Oney Lorcan.
Oney Lorcan. Sean or Sapp?
I originally went Aiden English, but then I went with Cesaro. I think it was Cesaro.
Cesaro. These are deceptive nipples. None of you got that they were John Moxley's nipples.
Oh.
Yeah. He's got a little bit of fluff down there.
Damn,
For the majority of his time with WWE, he wrestled with the
vest
the vest on. So I think it's
me-
not a nipple that you know.
To me, it was the skin tone. AEW's got to turn down the flash bulb when they're taking these professional photos.
Macho.
Finally.
Kind of low res bullshit.
Christoph Connersman says, save our Wednesday night messiah, hashtag FTF. Arif Handhoko says, boo, Lewis, boo. Lewis 6-1 shite. Don't know what that's in reference to. Kevin says, so basically, Luke is Roman, Adam is Vince, trying to force him down our throats, and SRS is basically every heel who faced him and became a babyface, except for League of Nations, because they were really bad. Christian29D says, Luica, 69. Nice. Luica, 69. Nice. Sergio Martinez says, hey, boys, love the show. If you could book a dream tag match with a team from any era, what would it be? I'm going to say the Brainbusters versus FTR, just for shits and giggles.
FTR versus Midnight Express.
Oh, Jim Cornette would love you, Rey Mysterio. Anyone got an advance on that before I ask for some nips? 3, 2, 1. Ollie.
I've got nothing. I don't know those nips.
Ollie, literally just throw me out a suggestion. Come on, I can't keep taking nothing from you.
Say hi to Mike, man. It worked.
Oney Lorcan.
Oney Lorcan. Rey Mysterio.
Oney Lorcan.
Oney Lorcan. Luke Owen.
I'm just copying what Sean said from the last round. Aiden English.
Aiden English and Sean Rossap.
I'm going with Lars, but I think they'd have a higher res image of him.
You'd think. These are the nips of none other than Preston Boy, Wade Barrett. Yes.
Should have been the first English WWE champion.
Yeah. No points for anyone there. So the scores, sponsored by Manscaped, be a genius and maintain your penis, are as follows. In last place with 3 points, it's my boss and yours, Ollie Davis. In third place with 15, shot right up there, he knows his nipples, it's Rey Mysterio, Booyaka 619.
15!
15, mate. 15 to your 3. Luke is in second place with 28. In first place with 38, it's Sean Rossap. Fuck that. Fuck.
A 10-point lead.
How many points do I have?
10-point lead with 38 points there, Sean.
Yeah, I'm excited for the 20-point per question round that you're going to throw at me pretty soon. Don't worry.
Interesting, because the next round is where are you? Did I delete you somehow? I did delete you.
Oh,
right,
we know what's coming. It's that 20-question gimmick where I suck real bad, and I think it's Jacques Rougeau.
It's actually not. Oh, there it is. I didn't delete the thumbnail. It's the Degeneration Game X. So this round is worth a potential 20 points. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a film, a bit of moving. You know what? All this talk about films, Ollie, reminds me of something that on Friday, on Cineworld Cinema's YouTube channel, we're going to be doing none other than CineMania.
Whoa!
Wow.
How did we get that gig?
Wrestle Talk has entered into a partnership with Cineworld, one of the largest, if not the largest cinema chain in the UK, to do some content for their YouTube channel. And the first thing we're doing is this Friday, we're doing Cinemania, which is QuizzleMania, but about movies. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. Got some wonderful special guests. If you'd like to know more, do go and subscribe to the Cineworld YouTube channel. The link is in the description below. I hope I've remembered to put it there. Let me double check. I think I did. I didn't. So I'm just going to update that now.
While you do that, I can tell everyone that when we did the trial run, we did a pilot test of Cinemania, and I won it.
Do you want to say how many people were in that test, though?
There were 2 people in the test.
It wasn't your most stunning victory, but I am proud of you,
I won.
Proud of you, boss.
Thanks, man.
It wasn't his most stunning victory. It's the only victory that I remember.
Oh,
I
hang about.
forgot to unveil this as well.
Yeah. Well,
This came through the post.
listen, if you want to toss about 70,000 of those my way, then I'll get one too. No big deal.
right.
I would just say, talking about Fightful, they have a great Wednesday show. I sometimes tune in Wednesday after Dynamite.
Yeah, the
NXT.
Listen Your Boy with me and Jimmy Van.
Of course.
Hey, Rey
So much
Mysterio,
good.
we're plugging Cineworld.
All right.
That's a big thing we did.
So
Everyone go and subscribe.
okay, all right. What you're gonna do right now, lads, is everyone who's watching this, all 5,200 of you, you're gonna refresh QuizzleMania, and you are going and you'll see in the little thing under the Manscaped ad, you'll see a little button where you can go and subscribe to Cineworld. Go and do that, and then as soon as we put the Cinemania link live, you'll be able to get a notification for that. Seamless integration. I'm so good at
The big hairy balls.
All right, so let's start. Let's play Degeneration Game. So the way this works is, I'm going to play you a slideshow of a bunch of wrestlers. It's going to be 20 wrestlers in total. After it's done, you're going to have 30 seconds to name as many of those wrestlers as you can from memory. You cannot write anything down during this. That's right. Yeah, close your notepads. So we are going to go in order from last place to first, which means Ollie, you are up first. Obviously, you get 1 point for every wrestler. So if you get all 20 of them, that is 20 points. Right, so Ollie, this is yours. All right, you have 30 seconds starting in 3, 2, 1, go.
Angel Garza, the Usos, China, Viscera, Chad Gable, Hulk Hogan, B, who was B? B was the first one. B, BV, C, BVC. I tried to remember the first letters. BVC, Chad Gable.
Jim Duggan wasn't on the list.
And
Charlotte.
I'll give you Charlotte, only because she's the cuddly toy.
Who
Right.
was the third Uso? You said 3 Usos.
There are 3 Usos. That's a playful little reference to last week's QuizzleMania.
Okay, I was like, what?
All right. So Ollie, just remind me. So you got Charlotte, Angel Garza, China, Chad Gable, the Usos. Did you get any more than that?
I counted 7 when I was going through.
You got
I don't know if they were correct.
Big Daddy V, you did get absolutely. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 6.
Well, I'm sure the comments will tell us.
The comments will let me know. Did you get Keith Lee, Giant Gonzalez?
No,
okay, I'll tell you what. I'm going to read out the
I
ones.
did get Giant Gonzalez.
So you got Giant Gonzalez, Fabian Eichner, Sheamus. Did you get Sheamus?
I cannot remember what I said.
Hulk Hogan.
Drake
I got Hulk Hogan.
You got Hulk Hogan. All
Yeah.
right, so that's your 7th. Perfect. All right, so 7 points for Ollie. Very good. I could have sworn I missed one out while I was writing them down, but it was Hulk Hogan, hashtag jam that jam. All right, so well done, Ollie. 7 points. Not bad. It's more than a quarter. Next up is Rey Mysterio. All right, so this is for you. You have 30 seconds starting. 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Undertaker, Buff Bagwell, Rey Mysterio, Big Swole, Charlotte, Jacqueline, Ruby Riott, The North, so Josh Alexander and Ethan Page, Scott Dawson, Bruno Sammartino, AJ Styles, Sable,
3, 2, 1. That's your lot. Not accepting that last one. That's impressive, Rey Mysterio.
That's really good. Yeah.
You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 from Rey Mysterio. Bloody good show. Very good.
Should be 30.
You didn't get yourself though.
Oh no, he got Rey Mysterio.
Oh, did you get it? Sorry.
Then Big Swole, Undertaker, Charlotte Flair, Rey Mysterio, Buff Bagwell, Scott Dawson, The North, Ruby Riott, Jacqueline, Sable, and AJ Styles, and Bruno Sammartino. You missed Killer Cross, Kyle O'Reilly, Matt Riddle, Scott Steiner, Tori, Montez Ford, Roddy Piper, and Ric Flair. But all things considered, very good performance. Up next is Luke Owen in 2nd place. Luke, this is for you.
Have you ever felt you're missing the dream? Have you ever wished your life was like the movie on the screen? Filled with heartbreaks and fights through Hollywood nights. Through Hollywood nights. Through Hollywood nights.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go for it.
Umaga, Hurricane, Warhorse, Charlotte Flair, Alundra Blaze, Andrade, Jim Duggan, Smeg, Headbangers, The Rock, Ball Sacks, fuck a duck, Doink,
2,
Smeg.
1, and you are donezo. All right, so just to clarify what you got Charlotte, Andrade, The Rock, Doink, Warhorse, Headbangers, Umaga, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and the Hurricane, which I count 8. Did I miss anything out?
I thought I got 10.
So did you get Eve Torres, Tori Wilson, Gangrel, Evilise, Ezekiel Jackson, Jeff Hardy, MJF, Alundra Blaze, Candice Michelle?
Alundra Blaze.
You got Alundra Blaze, Candice Michelle, King Kong Bundy, or Friar Ferguson?
Oh, maybe I got 9 then.
I think you might have got. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh no, that is 10. I miscounted. That's 10. Very, very good.
Damn.
Luke. Damn, that's the
Thanks,
way the
mate.
brain works. All right, so let's see if Sean Ross Sapp has got what it takes. This is for you.
Get paid, little shorty, get paid. 100,000 in the safe, couple thousand in the jeans. Get paid, little shorty, get paid. No, I'm always on my grind, 24 for 7 days. Get paid, little shorty, get paid. Get paid, yeah, yeah, get the money, yeah. Get paid, little shorty, get paid. Get paid, yeah, yeah, get the money, yeah. Yeah, I just stack it up and save. Never be a day I blow 100 for a chain. No. I drop 100 for a crane. Build a whole block and make that back 100 ways. No more frowning, now I smile a lot. Got these records brewing like some coffee where I ground a lot.
All right, so 3, 2, 1, off you go.
Val Venus, Harley Race, Aaliyah, Mae Young, Andre. Several of these were in alphabetical order. Angelo, King Corbin, Baron Corbin, Byron, Dash Wilder, Carlito, Chris Masters, Jillian Hall, Maria Kanellis, Daniel Bryan, Melina Perez, and Charlotte. She was on every single fucking one of them.
All right. Wow.
Wow, that was good.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay, so you got one.
Several of them you all put in alphabetical order. I could tell. It was like Angelo, Aaliyah, Baron Corbin,
So you got
Andre.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
And I didn't even get to Austin. That was the one I remembered most in my head, and then I didn't even say him. God damn it!
Well
You missed.
done.
The only ones you missed were Dan Severn, Killer Kowalski, Tom Phillips, Steve Austin. Those are the only 4 that you
Wow.
missed. Like,
Who'd they ever beat?
who?
Fun fact: the other side of this was from my wedding.
You married Louis? No wonder he's on Fightful.
Oh, damn.
Damn
What?
the Dong Lord. Damn. All right. So those scores, as sponsored by Manscaped, save the whales and shave your genitals, read as follows. In last place with 10, it's Ollie Davis. In third place with 27, it's Rey Mysterio. In second place with 38, it's Luke Owen. In first place with 54, it's Sean Ross Sapp.
Let's get that right in there in the frame. Right fucking there. Oh, wait, hold on. Fuck that. Fuck. That thing's heavy.
What have we done?
You're bringing out the demons in me.
Oh no, because I didn't think it would be this far away because the next round is paper view.
Oh no!
Let's go.
Oh, no. All right, so it's back. It's back, folks. This is the closest we've come to a lightning round. So I've got a bunch of pay-per-views. And I have made matches for each one. There are 5 matches for each question. I'm going to start out with the most obscure of the matches. If you get the pay-per-view from that, you get 5 points. If you need another match, that's 4 points. If you need another match, 3. And then if you need all 5 clues, then you only get the 1 point. And you just buzz in by saying your own name. Can you check your buzzers now, please? 3, 2, 1.
Ollie.
Dong Lord.
Wonderful. All right, so yeah, just say your own name. And if you do get it wrong, I'm afraid you are cut out of answering that question for the rest of the question. So first up, which pay-per-view is this from? Taz versus
Luke.
Big Boss. Luke.
No Way Out 2000.
Oh, he's not done yet. He is
Rigged.
not done yet. All right, so that is
Hadn't even
5
read it.
points for Luke Owen. Very, very good. Have you watched it recently or?
No, it's just like Taz didn't have a lot of pay-per-views in his early days.
Fair. All right,
it was Kurt Angle, then the Big Boss Man.
So then it was Kurt Angle versus Chris Jericho, X-Pac versus Kane No Holds Barred, versus The Rock, and Triple H versus Captain Jack. Hell in a Cell. That was, of course, No Way Out 2000. Next up, the Brainbusters versus the Hart Foundation. I'm going to move on in 3, 2, 1. Mr. Perfect versus the Red Rooster.
Ooh.
Luke. Smag. SummerSlam. Fuck, stab in the dark. SummerSlam 89.
Oh,
damn it.
Yes.
Holy
My
shit.
boy, he's back. He is back. All right. It was indeed SummerSlam. Oh, I'm sweating.
What are these 30 points per question now?
Dusty Rhodes versus the Honky Tonk Man, Ultimate Warrior versus Rick Rude, and of course Brutus Beefcake and Hulk Hogan versus Randy Savage and Zeus. All right. Whew. Okay. Next up, Johnny Nitro versus Jeff Hardy.
Friggin' hell. That could be anything.
Yeah. Every SmackDown for 6 years.
I'm moving on in 3, 2, 1. Trish Stratus versus Lita.
Ooh.
I'm gonna move on in 3, 2, 1. Spirit Squad versus the Highlanders.
Luke.
This is for 3 points.
I feel like he didn't even have the answer. He just said it before
No. Shut up, Sean. Shut up.
Yeah, that's what I thought, because I know the answer. I'm going to go ahead and say Sean for when you get it wrong.
Okay, well, eat this, dick face. Unforgiven 2006.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Rigged! Rigged! Who could ever
knew it
forget
all
Unforgiven 06?
DX versus Vincent Shane and Big Show and Hell in a Cell, and John Cena versus Edge TLC.
That one I did watch recently.
Suddenly.
What kind of Morse code are you all sending over there? Like, there's something.
We're all in the same room, actually.
I wouldn't doubt it.
Ollie, you got 10 points. Loving it. All right, so next up, which pay-per-view is this part of? Layla versus Nikki Bella.
Oh dear. Now we're out of my realm.
I'm going to move on. In 3, 2, 1. Randy Orton versus Kane. Falls Count Anywhere.
Rey Mysterio. Extreme Rules 2000. Which was the one after 2011.
Incorrect.
Sean.
Extreme
Rules 2012.
Correct.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
Oh, Ray, you had it in your fingertips. So the other matches on that card were Cody Rhodes versus Big Show tables match, Sheamus versus Daniel Bryan 2 out of 3 falls, and of course Brock Lesnar versus John Cena Extreme Rules. All right. Last question in this round. Everything is to play for.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The Miz versus Dean Ambrose.
Oh, God.
Fucking every pay-per-view.
I'm going to move on in 3,
But it was for the IC title.
2, 1. Heath Slater versus Kurt.
Sean.
Rey Mysterio. Great Balls of Fire.
It is Great Balls of Fire.
Man.
Better him than
pick.
Luke.
Very, very good.
With
And
the Canadian Destroyer off the top rope from Heath Slater.
Sasha Banks versus Alexa Bliss, The Bar versus the Hardy Boys Iron Man match, and of course Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. Ooh, all right.
I think you may have heard that I buzzed in first.
I forgot my name.
I said Sean, and then he goes, Rey Mysterio. Who's that jumping out the sky? And I was like, what? It's not fair when you have POD shouting out your name. It's going to be louder than me.
So we've got a whole bunch of Sean said his name first.
That's
Sean
from
said
Wrestle
it
Talk.
first, Sean said it first. Sean had that though. Sean said first. SRS. But look, all right, we make calls in the moment. I finally understand how those referees feel in WWE. You got to make a call and stick to it. All right. Those scores sponsored by Manscaped. You know who didn't shave his bollocks? Stalin. These scores are in last place. Am I doing sponsored content right, Ollie?
That's exactly what we do. We put in the names of mass murder dictators alongside the products. Yes. Well done.
Yeah. plug Manscaped, it says in.
I mean, if they want to use the
capital
code
letters.
FIGHTFUL to fight this rigging that's going on, they can do that too. I mean, they both work.
In last place with 10 points, it's Ollie Davis.
Ollie Davis, mate.
I'm just here to have fun though. That's my new thing. I just like to have fun.
Party.
That's why I turn up.
You're in the
Love
weed.
fun.
You're in the weeds now. It's just not pubes.
You've
I'm just
taken
here
your
for the
tie
fun.
off. It's all very informal.
I'm here for the fun.
In third place with 31, it's Rey Mysterio. In second, no, sorry. I apologize, Ray. In with 35, it's Rey Mysterio because you got those last two questions. In second place with 50, Luke. In first place with 58, it's Sean.
I thought I had 58
Sapp.
last round.
No, you had
Didn't you?
Okay.
54 last round.
okay.
You only got one question
Yeah.
out
It's just
last
I
round.
probably should have based on. Come on. I mean,
The system-
does
the system's
anybody?
rigged, man.
I find it a coincidence that it's just people who have appeared on screen for Fightful, whether it be Louis Dangor, Denise Salcedo, Sean Ross Sapp, they get the shit end of the stick on these bad calls every single time. Adam is the Steve Mazzagatti of officiating here, and you're going to have to look him up. And you might say, who's that? Well, there's a reason you haven't seen him ref a UFC fight since the Civil War.
I'm not going to sit here and have my impartiality called in question. Any more of that, Sean, and I will be forced to give you a timeout.
I'm not accusing you of being impartial as much as I'm accusing you of being inept.
All right. So next up, we have the one and the only Artist Collective. All right. So in this round, welcome back, Sean. I'm splitting you up. First and last place. That would be Sean and Ollie.
Piss off.
We've got it. We've got it, buddy.
Second.
Don't worry. We'll dethrone Luke. I'm here for the fun.
So here's the thing. Every time before this, me and Luke end up getting put together. Until this time.
Sean, watch the product. In the last few
First
times
off,
we've done it.
No. First off, no. But I think this was planned. This was planned.
Please, Luke, Sean, please try and act with dignity in defeat. Okay, this is very unbecoming of the baby face.
All of a sudden, the guy with the severed optical nerve is going to be able to draw and guess pictures completely. Yeah, come on, let's do it.
Wasn't severed.
Okay.
It
My
was
blood vessels are fine. I will return if I sign a contract.
He's got his eye right there. It's ready to go right
It's
back
stored.
in. Look, there it is.
Oh God Almighty! Oh, I feel like spewing. Right, so it is Luke and Ray, and it's Sean and Ollie.
Yeah, it sure
Ollie,
is.
famously here to have some fun. All right, so we're gonna go. Okay, let's start with Ollie. Let's start with you. The way this works is, by the way, if you haven't seen the show before, obviously, I'm going to give everyone a wrestling thing. They have to draw it in 30 seconds. If their partner can guess it, that is 5 points for both people. However, if the partner doesn't guess it, then I open it up to the floor. Then it's buzzer. You buzz in. If you guess it correctly, that is 3 points to whoever guesses it. And I'll give 3 points to the artist as well because their creation was guessed.
So, say for example, Ollie doesn't get it,
Yep.
and then Luke and I. Does it go to Luke and I, or Luke or
No,
Ollie?
whichever you or Luke buzz in first gets to guess it.
I see.
Yeah, there's more.
If
Do you
Sean,
see?
Sean, if you watch the show, you've seen this in action, mate.
Yeah, but
Man of the people. Man of the
I was out doing things for charities, okay? Like not.
I was here working.
All right. So Ollie is up for drawing. So everyone, cover your eyes. Ollie, draw this. All right. You have 30 seconds to draw. Everyone can look now. So that poet Perry says, SRF, fuck that fuck. If Luke wins, we riot. Save us, Sean. Aaron Ramon says, think about it this way. Every QuizzleMania he's ever been on, Sean Ross Sapp either starts with a title or he leaves with it. And history has a tendency to repeat itself. So go SRS, new champ, new champ. Let's let Luke go home. And Howard J. Dinger says, Luke is still my champ. Hashtag shave us, SRS. Hashtag jam that jam. 3, 2, 1. Stop drawing, please, Ollie, and show us what you've created.
We've got this one, Sean.
What? What? Oh my god!
I'm just kidding.
Oh Jesus, Ollie.
Oh, that's our boy, Rey Mysterio. And it's Seth vomiting, so that's whatever pay-per-view we just had or the match. Eye for an eye.
Eye for an eye match. I thought for a second that Ollie was screwing over Sean Ross Sapp. That would have been brilliant.
You sold me a ticket there.
Adam,
You did.
Adam.
Yes, mate.
Not a joking matter. Could have.
Sorry, Ray.
Sorry, Ray.
Sorry.
Jesus, actually, I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I'll have 5 extra points and we're cushy.
Yeah. Sorry, Ray. We'll never get you back. Right. Let me just update those scores. So 5 to each of Ollie and Sean. All right, Luke. Pretty imperative, this one. Ray, you are drawing now.
Okay. Fuck.
Okay. So everyone close your eyes. Rey Mysterio, could you please draw this? All right. You've got 30 seconds starting now. Jordan Trapedo says, so after Alistair lost his eye, he will re-debut as Alistair Blackbeard and will come down to the ring with cannons, parrots, and eye patches. His entrance music will change to Yo-Ho, A Pirate's Life for Me. Go well, guys. Soren Nor says, ha, Louis Mysterio for the win. Will the eye power of Louis Mysterio beat the mantle power of Ollie? Will the question, is it Jacques Rougeau, finally be answered? F that F and jam that jam. And just no yes. It says a man of the people. Why not a woman of the people? Someone else then, Luke Cena and Sean Luke Cena and Sean Randy Orton. Stop drawing, please, Louis, and show us what you have drawn. Rey Mysterio.
Come on, Ray.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
Huh.
That's morbid.
So what Ray has drawn is a music note and 2 people who have fallen. One has fallen over, one has fallen on their head.
Are they in a swimming pool?
All right, Luke.
I mean, okay, I'm gonna guess that it is a ring, right? So yeah.
Whoa. I'm not gonna no shenanigans in my show. I call it right down the middle.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, it's. I think it. What do you remember when I did the breaking the ring? I can't remember which one I did now. I'm going to say it's Brock and Big Show breaking the ring.
It is not Brock and Big Show breaking the ring.
Ollie
has chimed in. Ollie.
Well, first I thought it was the dumpster angle from the New Age Outlaws, and was it Terry Funk and Mick Foley? But because Ray nodded his head, is this Brock Lesnar landing on his neck?
I didn't even think of that.
Kidding me.
Amazing.
All right, so
I'm here for the fun, though. But the
Thought
point
that was
tonight-
obvious.
3 for Ollie, 3 for Ray.
I know a little thing. I know something about bronze medals, and you're well on your way to one there, Ollie.
Holy
Sorry about the
moly.
ring, Luke.
That's okay, mate.
All right.
Sorry about my bad guess.
Time for Sean Ross Sapp.
Oh, boy.
Everyone else, please close your eyes.
Oh, god damn.
All right, 30 seconds starting now. Thomas Hullier says, just a reminder that Mick Foley once filleted a chair so hard his tooth went through his mouth into his nose. Sidesh Mirjanka says, Roses Are Red. WCW was booked by Vince Russo. That picture does look like the rap battle, but why are there 3 Usos? Buddy King says, you got this, Ollie. Who am I kidding? Blompier will read this near the end, and he's already finished last. Not true. And Hannah Moore says, that is some incredible Steiner math. Alistair Gammon says, paid £5 just to ask Adam to say, Michael Lloyd, you're a mark. Stop drawing, please, Sean. Thanks. Hashtag Jam, hashtag Team Ollie. Let's see what you got.
Maybe like the hardest one in the history. Oh my gosh.
Oh, okay. So for people at home, it's 2 people like who appear to be women because they've got longish hair. They're stick figures. They're also standing with their hands on their hips, and between them is a podium with a microphone stand and a pizza.
Yes.
Pizza on the front of it.
Pizza. Yes.
So, like I don't know, the Slammy Awards is what's in my head. Did Sean just point?
I can't possibly accept such terrible cheating on QuizzleMania. Ollie, is the Slammy Awards your guess?
But they look like is it the Iconics pose?
Ollie, I can't. Are these guesses? I have to take your first guess.
It's the Slammy Awards when the Iconics won a Slammy Award.
The Slammy Award. Luke,
You're a little bitch, Luke. I hate you.
TX State of the Union.
It's the TX State of the Union. Very, very.
I wouldn't have got that.
They were crotch chopping.
Looking forward to the leaked email where Adam sends the information.
Come on, guys. This is unbecoming of everyone.
Wrestle leaks.
3 for Luke, but also 3 for Sean. All right. So Luke hasn't gained any ground on you, Sean.
You're welcome, Sean.
I'm fine with that.
Quit your bitching. Right. Next up, it's Luke drawing for Ray. Luke, everyone apart from Luke, cover your eyes.
Oh, smeg.
All right. You've got 30 seconds starting now. All right. Lynn Bell says, okay, there's Scott Steiner. Boo, Luke. Jay Simpson says, will Warhorse be signed by AEW after tonight's show? Immolation 43 says, Adam keeps pushing Luke, but he fails to impress. Do we hate Luke? The answer is yes. Hashtag save us, SRS. Van Thomas says, Ollie, if you come in last, I cancel my Patreon. No pressure. And Josh B17 says, lads, what's the best Tesco meal deal combo? Correct answer is sweet chili chicken wrap, Thai sweet chili. Stop drawing, please, Luke. Stop drawing, please, Luke. Luke.
It doesn't help. Sorry, it doesn't help that I don't really know what this is.
Oh, really?
No, I don't. So I've done this.
What the blue fuck is that? So for podcast listeners, it looks like someone has been thrown off a cliff while the Joker smiles in the background. And Cinemania's not today. This is QuizzleMania, so it's something wrestling related. So I haven't got a clue.
When is Cinemania?
It's on Friday. Friday at 3 p.m. UK time, which is 10 a.m. Eastern and 7 a.m. Pacific. But I assume we're mostly going to be getting UK people. But it's on Friday at 3 p.m. for the UK fans.
Yeah, you're welcome for that, by the way.
Thanks.
You're not welcome for this. I'm very sorry, Ray. I can explain my madness.
Damn. Fucking. I don't know. Nothing's coming to mind. Fucking someone being chucked in a river.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
It is not someone being chucked in a river. Does anyone want to buzz in?
Do I lose points if I get it wrong?
No.
Oh, Sean. Is it Hawk falling off the Titantron?
No, it's not. And
I would know what that one is.
Ollie, do you want to guess?
Yeah, well, that's it. I've only got people falling off Titantron. Shane McMahon.
No, it is not. Oh, interesting. I thought this was more well known than it was, mostly because I just featured it in a list. It's the Danbury Fall.
Oh, I know what that is. The drawing's just the shits.
Yeah, it was a bad drawing. Like it wasn't really. It's just I didn't know what it was. I don't watch your videos. I basically drew Danhausen falling.
That's silly. I like it.
Oh no!
You think someone of my caliber knows who the fuck Danhausen is?
I have to say,
Respecthausen.
this is a lot surlier than I'd expect you to be, Rey Mysterio. You're a hero to children worldwide.
How does this guy not know the Danbury Fall? I think
keep
that's I think that's what it was.
Could you keep your potty mouth down, please, Ray? Jesus.
I'm
All right.
sweating my tits off in this mask.
That classic Rey Mysterio
What
catchphrase.
was it? It was just to catch me up. What was it?
The Danbury Fall?
Yeah.
It's New Jack pulling Vic Grimes
Yeah.
to
Oh, is that what they
almost
call
death.
that?
Yeah, that's the Danbury Fall.
I just know it is New Jack kills Vic Grimes.
No, that's a different one. That's the aftermath. Like,
It
Vic
happened
didn't.
twice.
Yeah, Vic didn't want to do the fall, and he fell in, and then
New Jack tried to kill him.
I encourage you all to check out the Jeremy Borash documentary because it's full of like bonus features of New Jack just saying, "Yeah, I wanted to murder Vic Grimes, so I tried to murder him."
Yeah.
Tried to throw him right onto the actual ring apron. It's like, damn, I missed.
Yeah, there's two of them. The Danbury Fall is the first one where Vic Grimes almost kills New Jack, and the second one is the one where,
New Jack tries to kill.
Yeah, exactly.
My bad.
No probs. All right, next up, we're all gonna go again. So, Ollie, this one is for you. If everyone could please close your eye. Ollie, please draw this. All right, you have 30 seconds starting now. Terrell Sitton says, so the next QuizzleMania will be named QuizzleMania 2000, right? Then X7, then X8. Someone knows how we work. Randy Suarez says, the unbreakable streak of Oily David, the return of the People's Champ SRS, the inspirational appearance of Mysterio until he went all blue on us, and Owen Math, best QuizzleMania ever. Jam that jam and fuck that fuck. Harry Edgson says, can Sean cut a small heel promo on my friend Sammy? She wants it as her ringtone. Love from Nostrils. Stop drawing, please, Ollie. Sean,
no.
that promo.
No, I will not cut a heel promo for you, Sammy, but I will tell you that you're a wonderful person, and I wish you would answer your fucking phone.
Nice. Ollie, your masterpiece.
I might as well have done that.
Yeah.
But it's not that. It's
yeah, I wish I could okay.
All right. Sean, say what you see.
I see somebody in the ring with a microphone. I see somebody with a cape. Like, part of me thinks this is Ernest Miller and Lamont because I see a cape, and Ernest Miller used to do the cape gimmick, but I don't know what the hell that thing is to the left. Like an Aztec building, like every building in San Antonio ever. Maybe a vehicle, but it doesn't have wheels. Is it like a puzzle piece?
Sean, I'm going to have to press you for an answer, please, mate.
Yeah, well, too bad.
Okay. I'll go fuck myself then, Sean, shall I? Jesus Christ. We got fucking Rey Mysterio fucking effing and jeffing over here.
It is
Luke Owen acting like a prick.
Sorry.
And Ollie Davis drawing puzzles. I've lost control of this QuizzleMania. Sean, give me an answer, please, mate.
Ernest Miller and Lamont, I guess.
Is
Fucking Rey Mysterio.
Rey Mysterio.
I think it's Alberto Del Rio.
Oh,
Ricardo Rodriguez. Sort of him announcing him to the ring.
No.
So the correct answer is Ricardo Rodriguez. Considering you named Alberto Del Rio first, I'm not sure we give that, but I'm going to give it up to the room.
Sean, it's Ricardo Rodriguez.
Very good, Sean. 5 points to you. No. Do we give that to our honored guest, Rey Mysterio?
I mean, he managed to get that. Like, I think we should give him it. Yeah.
All right, that's 3 points
Okay,
for Ollie.
I
3 points
dare
for Ray.
someone to draw Ricardo Rodriguez without featuring Alberto Del Rio.
I should have done an arrow.
Done an arrow. Yeah, that would have been the way to do it.
Yeah.
When I look at your thumbnails on YouTube, Ollie, all you seem to do is fucking arrow things.
I need a yellow circle as well.
It's a very salty Ray.
I was not expecting this level of aggression from Rey Mysterio. I'm so sorry, everybody.
I apologize.
He's upset about something else.
It really is.
Yeah.
Crikey.
He's got a lot going on these
It
days.
sounds like it's past his bedtime.
5 a.m.'s my bedtime today.
Sounds like someone's a grumpy Ray.
He's raging. All right, so next up it is Rey Mysterio drawing, and I fucking fear this now. All right. So everyone close your eyes. Ray, please draw this. All right, you have 30 seconds starting now. Keith below says, I will have to watch this later because I'm at work, but let me just say, Luke didn't sell out. He bought in. Jam that jam. Jose Olvera says, show that bald loser what SRS is all about. Hashtag fuck that fuck. D. Donna says, just 10 minutes in the show and Sean Ross Sapp promo, Ray Fakador Jr. and Luke Steiner's math had me laughing in tears. Thanks so much for the show. Confiture la confiture. Lynn Bell says, just says Lynn Bell. Oh no, don't show that lucha shooter chopper. He'll want it. Stop drawing, please, Ray. And show us what you got.
Okay, well, this is a team of 5 versus a team of 5 on what looks to be like a American football field stadium stampede.
Correct, Amando.
Well
Very
done.
good.
Well done, Ray. Cheers, Reg.
What a redemption arc. Absolutely love it. So that is 5 points to Luke, 5 points to Ray. All right. Next up, it's time for Sean to draw. All right, Sean. Everyone, please close your eyes. Apart from my favorite person, Sean Ross Sapp, please draw this.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Jesus. All right, 30 seconds starting now. Mishra Sumra says, SRS thinks he's all that, but can he beat level 1 of Tasmania in under 2 minutes? I think not. Hail Luke Goatwin, the one true champ. Hashtag jam.
Thank you
jam.
so much. That's really made my evening.
Taylor Hughes says that opening promo from fellow Kentucky boy SRS was legit. F that F and down with Luke, even though deep down I do think Luke still seems like a nice guy. You're all the absolute
Thanks,
best.
mate.
Jake Frazier says, here's an idea for a new round. How big is Batista's dong? Bob Barker rule applies. And stop drawing, please. Sean. Show us. Sean.
God damn, man.
Fuck that. All right.
Huh.
What are you seeing here? Right?
So there's a flame, and then next to that flame, or a fire, is a stick figure with long hair. They're not doing a crotch chop. So I think I'm safe from the DX stuff. And then there is another stick man talking into a microphone wearing a little C hat. Now, I imagine that's John Cena. Is it John Cena calling Baron Corbin a dumpster fire?
Very good. It's not that. Anyone want to buzz
Luke.
in? Luke.
It's the Cena Kane feud, right? Like with
You
the
motherfuckers. This is rigged.
I thought you were bad. I thought I was bad, John, but you need to embrace the hate and all that.
It is embrace the hate. Very, very good. 3 points to Luke, 3 points to Sean. Very,
You're
very
welcome,
good.
Sean.
Sorry, Sean.
All right. And Luke,
Yes, mate.
this is for you to draw. Everyone, please look away. Sean. Thank you, mate. All right, you got 30 seconds to draw that. Waloo TV, hi Dan, says, as the winner of the first ever Wrestle League, I cash in my trophy on Rey Mysterio to win the custody of Dominic. P.S. Dexter Loomis for life.
Sorry, what? Sorry?
No worries. Chris Carlin says Sean Ross Sapp came up with his fuck that fuck catchphrase after hearing Ollie give Extreme Rules 4 out of 5. I'm putting the ass in Cerebral Assassin. It's just given us $5. And Alex Catley says, what's your favorite 3-man faction of all time? Mine is the Usos. Stop drawing, please, Luke.
Los Boricuas.
Thank you. 3-man faction, call me basic, the Shield.
Yeah.
Anyone else? Cool. All right. So, Luke, what have you got? All right,
So
Ray,
it's a
say what you see.
man. So for podcast listeners, it's a man. So what I presume to be Seth Rollins curb stomping someone, but then their face is screwed up. See, I immediately went to John Cena getting his nose broken, but that wasn't from a curb stomp. That was from the knee. And to be fair, it has a hat on both, so we'll go for John Cena getting his nose broken by Seth Rollins.
Boom, 5 points.
Nice.
Very, very good.
Well done.
I try to make it as easy as possible by doing
Yeah, I gathered. I just thought for a man who seems to have such attention to detail.
Let's
I
see
don't know
what's
whether-
going on here.
So here's what's happened. Luke, absolutely,
Yes, mate.
absolutely, like cracking strategy, mate. Yeah,
Thanks,
yeah.
mate.
You didn't draw him doing the knee into Cena's face, but you did draw something that was very obviously Seth Rollins. So that just brings all of the pieces together, doesn't it? It's very clever, and that is why you're the people's champion. That's why you're the people's
Thanks, mate.
champion.
That's a
If
very
it was a
kind thing of
knee-
you to say.
I'm completely
If it was a
behind you.
knee, everyone does a knee. So I guess in hindsight, that was perfect.
Absolutely. I
Thanks,
throw,
Ray.
throw a stone and hit a wrestler doing a tiger knee. Right. The scores sponsored by Manscaped. Get yourself a pair of smooth Pete's. Are as follows. In last place with 21, it's Ollie Davis.
Oh. It's got both of them on.
I hate it.
I just like to have fun.
In third place with 51, it's Rey Mysterio. Absolutely blinding run by Rey Mysterio. In second place with 66, it's Luke Owen. In first place with 69, it's
Nice.
Sean Ross Sapp.
way! Nice. I kind of don't want to score any more points.
All right now, baby, it's all right now. We are entering into the final round.
Oh, smag.
Oh boy.
The pressure.
There's no way I get fucked big time here.
It's That's My Line.
Oh, no.
It's the 20 questions round.
Yeah, a little bit.
Sean, you're a little bitch. All right. So the way this is going to work is everyone starts with fuck. Everyone starts with 20 points. Sorry, I just want to point out there's lots of nice. Nice. Very good. Real man of the people. So everyone starts with 20 points. I've assigned you each a wrestler. You've got to try and guess that wrestler by asking me yes or no questions. Every question you ask me will cost you one of your 20 points, unless it's the correct answer. That won't cost you a point. So you start with 20. Every question you ask me, you lose a point. Simple as that. All right. So we are going to go, as we normally do, in last place to first place.
Come on, Davis.
Maximum tension. All right. Ollie, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, let me just get up the counter. I have your person's information. Hit me with those questions.
So I can still win if I... What do I
No.
get if I get it on 20? Come on, man.
That's another question.
That's not fun.
Ollie, I'm going to be... Okay, so the difference between you and Rey Mysterio is 30 points. So you're doing this for literal shits and giggles. I hope you're having fun because it's all you're walking away with.
Is it Drake Maverick?
No,
Is it Seth Rollins?
no,
Is it Becky Lynch?
no,
Is it Vince McMahon?
no,
Is it Chad Gable?
no,
Is it Baron Corbin?
no,
Is it Shorty G?
no,
Is it Austin Aries?
no,
Is it Kevin Steen?
no,
Is it Trish Stratus?
no,
Is it Molly Holly?
no,
Is it Giant Gonzalez?
no,
Is it Mantor?
no,
Is it Mr. Perfect?
no,
Is it Brian Pillman?
no,
Is it Stone Cold Steve Austin?
no,
Is it Stephanie McMahon?
No.
Is it Shane McMahon?
No.
Is it Linda McMahon?
No.
Is it The Undertaker?
The Undertaker. No, it's not. It was, of course, the Hitman, Bret Hart.
Oh, I nearly said him.
Well, honestly, when you said Mr. Perfect and then we went bruh, I thought, holy shit, he's done it. No, it was Bret Hart. Good job.
Good fun.
Just having
Good fun.
fun. All in good fun. All in good fun. At least it's quick. Right. So next
Start
up
every
is
sex tape.
Ray Mysterio. A little bit of saucy banter from Ray, which we've come to expect. I've got your wrestler here, which is that one. Perfect. Ray, step up to the plate. Your clock has been reset. I'm ready when you are.
Am I Rey Mysterio?
No.
Do I currently work
of
for?
course you are, but no.
I was just asking, so we'll have 20 questions back. Do I still work? Do I work for WWE?
No.
Do I work for AEW?
No.
Do I work for New Japan?
Yes.
Oh, fuck me.
It's your favorite
your
promotion,
favorite,
Rey
yeah.
Mysterio.
Yeah. You've worked there before.
With Will
Am I a
Ospreay.
current champion?
No.
Am I a former IWGP heavyweight champion?
Yes.
Have I been IWGP heavyweight champion in the past 5 years?
Yes.
Am I Tetsuya Naito?
No.
Am I Okada?
No.
Am I Tanahashi?
No.
My knowledge of New Japan people is running out. I'm a former IWGP heavyweight champion. I have been champion in the last 5 years. I currently work for New Japan.
Jacques Rougeau.
And I'm not the current champion, all right?
No.
Sounded like a question to me.
I was confirming.
That's already, yes, that is a question. That's
Have I
already
ever worked for WWE?
No. Oh, hang on.
Oh, shit. It's a skid it all over again, isn't it? It's going to be here for a while.
You got this. You got this.
Did I wrestle at Wrestle Kingdom this year?
Yes.
I did. Was I not in one of those fucking 36-man tag matches that they do that everyone gets on the card? Was I in a singles?
30 men fucked each other at New Japan. What?
It's on the
Yeah,
pre-show.
it was night one. There was the night
I
we
missed
didn't
night
do.
one. Yeah, I didn't watch all of it.
In a big pile. It's a Tokyo Joke tradition.
Wait, they got to start putting the pre-show on New Japan World.
Yeah, they weren't stiff over there.
Meltzer loved it.
No, it wasn't in one of those huge tag matches.
Am I Jay White?
You are Jay White. Switchblade Jay White. Very, very, very good. 7 points for Ray, which is a lot more points than Ollie Davis got. Right. So, well, I guess this is where it counts. Luke.
My heart is pounding.
Good. That's QuizzleMania, baby.
My heart is
Right.
racing.
So I have your wrestler in my sights. I have their info. I am ready when you are.
Bet Luke has the info too because you emailed it to him.
Sean, you're
Come on
better
now,
than
Sean.
these conspiracy theories.
Uh-huh.
All right, Luke, hit me.
Do I currently work for WWE?
No.
Have I previously worked for WWE?
Yes.
Am I a former WWE champion?
Yes.
Was I a champion in the new, like the Cena era?
Yes.
Have I headlined a WrestleMania?
Yes.
Have I won a Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Good information. Good information, guys. Cool. I have gathered some information. Right.
Utilize it.
Yeah. Right. So, like,
Right.
former WWE champions who have headlined WrestleMania and the Royal Rumble winners, you've got John Cena, right? Yeah. You got Batista as one of them.
Mhm.
Triple H is one of those as well. Randy Orton, I think, probably. Yeah, Randy Orton, probably. So, I've kind of got those 4 names. So, John Cena.
No.
Batista.
Yes.
Fucking
13
Yes.
points
13.
for Luke.
Unlucky for
Owen.
some.
All right. So, ladies and gentlemen,
Saw it coming.
here
See
is
how,
how.
you see how serious I took that? I didn't even say, is it Sid?
The
You didn't
fix
say,
for
is it
them.
Sid? You didn't throw it away.
That's how
All right.
serious I am.
Here's how this is currently looking. Luke, you have 79 points. Sean or Sapp, you have 69 points.
Yeah, I like it there too.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all or nothing.
Okay. I have your wrestlers' information. If you get 11 points, you win. But 10 or more,
Yeah.
10 or fewer, you tie with Luke, and Luke retains.
Yeah, I know how to do math.
All right. Jesus.
I gave him a lesson at the start of the show.
Yeah,
Did.
yeah, he did.
All right. Let's see what happens. Hit me.
Do I work? Wait. Do I wrestle for WWE right now?
No.
That's a bad starting question. It's not definitive enough.
Sure. Am I an active wrestler?
No.
Of course you did. Not surprised.
Jacques Rougeau.
Am I a former top world champion in WWE, meaning WWE, World, Universal, all that shit?
Yes.
Have I headlined a WrestleMania?
Yes. See, it's, it's a fairly top wrestler.
yeah.
Thank you. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
None of this former ECW champion bullshit that I've been saddled with before.
Created a real
Have-
toxic. Yeah.
Have I won a Royal Rumble?
Yes.
Was it 11 he needed?
11.
Yeah.
Shit.
What happens if there's a tie?
Retains
I win.
advantage.
No. Next week I get to face Luke, and if it's count out or DQ, I get the title. That's been established. Also, if I steal the title, which is completely within the realm of possibility.
I mean, good luck to you. All right.
Okay, so Royal Rumble winner, WrestleMania headliner.
Yeah.
I have a name right in my head right here, but I've got like what, 3 or 4 free questions, so to speak.
The big hairy balls.
Yeah, yeah. Looking to you've been looking to shave some points too, haven't you?
Jesus Christ.
I see you.
Somebody ease the tension. Come on.
I can
Okay.
only sweat so much.
Not with the anti-chafing ball deodorant though,
That's exactly right.
which I
Well,
recommend
the
using.
ball toner is fantastic as well.
Can we
What code did I
please?
use?
Can we please stick to the tension? Thank you.
Okay.
15. Need 11.
So it's somebody.
Stop playing with your eye, Ray.
I'm trying to think
I'm in pain.
of a way to differentiate these headliners.
That's the game. Yeah.
I know, but I've got it narrowed down to a very few names. Because it's not Flair. He didn't headline a WrestleMania.
That's true.
Vince McMahon did not headline a WrestleMania, although he fits like every other criteria.
Headline WrestleMania 2000. Don't know what show you were watching.
Yeah.
And WrestleMania X7, to be honest.
I was going to say and Mania X7, yeah.
Damn,
sure.
I can't say. Well, okay.
All right. Okay.
Is this person over? Am I over 252 pounds build?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great question. I think.
Hang on. Yes.
Now, see, you're trying to fuck with me here. Because if I sit here and guess Yokozuna, it's you fucking with me. Because why would he have to check and see if Yokozuna?
My big hairy balls.
So it's. They don't wrestle. They've headlined a WrestleMania. Motherfucker.
My big hairy balls.
This is blatant distracting right at this point. It ain't Hacksaw Jim Duggan. It ain't Big John said it. Might be Hogan. Might be Yoko. Maybe Brett. God damn. No, it's not. It's not. Was my last question, are they billed over or under 252?
Over.
Okay, so Yoko, Hogan, not Bret Hart, not Shawn Michaels. If you did your fucking research, it shouldn't be Steve Austin. Because I think that's what he was billed at, was 252. Maybe The Rock. Maybe Lesnar. God damn, there's still a lot of. Well, not Lesnar. If you did Batista, then you're a fucking dick for doing that back to back. If you say The Undertaker doesn't currently wrestle for WWE, you're also a dick.
He retired.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
We all saw it. We saw the
Okay.
documentary.
He told me personally.
Am I Yokozuna?
And new QuizzleMania
with me, Adam.
Shit. With 14 points.
Oh,
I will not be
man.
accused of favoritism by hook or by crook. He
Dang it.
took it. Sean Ross Sapp is your new QuizzleMania champion. In last place, obviously, with 21, Ollie Davis. In third place, 58, Rey Mysterio. In second place, 79, Luke Owen. In first place with 83, Sean Ross Sapp. Fuck that. Fuck. Oh my.
Congratulations.
Subscribe to FightfulSelect.com.
It was an incredibly well-earned victory. It was an absolute pleasure serving as your champion. But congratulations, Sean. You're a really nice chap.
Yeah, well, maybe you
really,
should serve
really
the
earned
people like I do.
Yeah,
Maybe
Luke.
they'd appreciate you a little bit
Have
more.
have some fucking class, Luke.
Oh,
Just
sorry, guys.
on your way out, just try and have
Sorry,
like
guys.
a legacy that you could be proud of.
Sorry, guys.
Jesus. Ugh,
Sorry.
gross. All right.
Luke,
That
what kind of video game system do you have?
Mega Drive.
Okay. Well, you're not a man of the people. That's way too recent. I play a Game Boy because I am a man of the people.
all right, folks. We are done with
Wow.
QuizzleMania 15. Bloody well done. Does anyone need to go? Ollie always needs to go.
I stayed up too late last time and it really screwed me over.
Ollie, thank you for prolonging your streak. This is a living nightmare.
It's every time I think I'm not going to come last. It's not a gimmick. I genuinely try.
Yeah.
And I can't guess the price of things. Arbitrary prices.
Don't put it all on the prices
Yeah.
right, mate. You've done some shameful things here today.
Your nips were bad as well.
Yeah.
But the on the Cinemania thing,
Oh yeah.
we've added over 500,000 subscribers.
That's
People say that,
500.
don't they?
Yeah,
Over 500,000. Over 600, about 600 subscribers. Everyone else, do us a favor. Go over and subscribe to Cineworld. The link is in the description, hopefully by now. Or in the chat.
It is. All you have to do is refresh it, and then it's in the description, and you can just pop on over to Cineworld.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I thought you all started like a cinnamon bun company at first, and I was very excited. And then I saw this, and I'm still very excited. But
that's a top joke.
That's
a top joke.
Cinnamon buns.
Ollie, I release you into the wild. I won't be seeing you on Friday for CineMania. You've already done the test run, but of course we will be getting Luke.
Which I won.
You did win. You did win. No one saw it, of course. It's like the first Royal Rumble, untelevised, won by the
Jim Duggan
one-man gang. Very good. All right, so bye, Ollie, and we'll head into
before Ollie goes. I mean, A, love you, boss. B, Mega Drive came out before the Game Boy. Thanks, Sean.
Wow. That is 5 points for Luke.
Wait, he would still just be tied, wouldn't he?
Actually,
yeah.
I've closed the scores. That bit requires too much energy. Bye, Ollie. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
But just so you know, the Game Boy came out 2 weeks before the Mega Drive in North America. I fight for my continent.
Sweet Jesus, you two.
Genesis does
already.
what Nintendo don't.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Adam. I'm going to take my eye patch off and then return because
okay,
fine. Just needed
good.
some time to heal.
I'm glad to hear that. I really am. You're an inspiration to us all, even if you were a lot crosser than you, and I thought you would be.
Yeah, very salty, Ray.
My friend needed me. My friend was upset.
I understand. We're into the post show now. Nate Schwartz says, "Love the show, gentlemen. Much love from Detroit, Michigan. Go SRS, USA. Colin Forsyth says, "Luke will win the quiz and steal your girl." Oh, he still might do one of those. Peter Mullins says, "You can do it, Ollie."
Like my girl.
We all, okay, many, some, okay. I believe in you. I believe in you trying to do your best. Yeesh. Hashtag Sean that Sapp. Gar Monroe says, "Back to work after time off as mum in hospital and me suffering from some mental health issues. The thought of getting to go back into the office on Friday for the first time since March and seeing a Sean Ross Sapp win is helping. Hashtag fuck that fuck." Demetrius Reese says, "This show always reminds me I don't know what anything is worth. Jam that Jimmy Jam." Jake Thomashen says, "Sean isn't the hero we deserve. He's the hero we need. The real champ has arrived." By the way, let's not forget that Titus O'Neil kissed his son on the lips. It's been a while since we've had that. Luke the Duke Grim says, "WrestleMania 15 may have had a hanging. So does QuizzleMania 15. The Dong Lord returns. Save us. SRS." Harriet Manga Girl says, "Come on, Luke. Oh, I believe in you."
Sorry, mate.
Thanks for the entertainment and quizzes. Hashtag Jam That Jam. Mark Harger says, "New idea for a final round. In any order, name the nicknames Undertaker has for the Adam has for the Undertaker." Jesus. Kevin says, "Ray." Oh, okay. They super chatted. Kevin says, "Ray, where is your Mexican accent? Was it fake like Kofi's Jamaican accent?" Don't, Ray. Ray.
Ugh.
I don't know.
There you go. That's
next.
Anakin JMT says, "Forget that jam t-shirt nonsense. I've got my Fightful t-shirt on."
Shop.fightful.com. By the way, we will have Fuck That Fuck shirts up very soon.
Seeing as that actually was debuted on QuizzleMania, you will find that is actually our intellectual property.
I'm sure it is.
Also, why does your sign say "suck that suck"?
You wish. You wish, buddy.
Literally, the homoerotic tension between the two of you is creasing me.
He's
Angel,
too handsome.
He's a good-looking dude. Angel Ramos says, "Hello, everyone. I'm nervous for my COVID test today, and I'm grateful I get to watch live and have my spirits raised. Thank you all. Jam that jam, and best of luck." David Carpenter says the Slidermath promo isn't going to save you, Luke. Sean is going to rip that trophy out of your cold, dead hands, turn it sideways, and stick it straight up your you-know-what. Hashtag FTF. Paul Coombs says only reason SRS loves coming on QuizzleMania, is because one appearance on, he gets seen by twice the amount of people than on his own channel in a month.
Same happens with my sex tape with your mom, buddy.
Nice.
Because the Dong Lord cometh.
Babyface.
John Noon says, enjoying the best double turn since Brett and Austin. Sean Ross Sapp has become the people's anti-hero. Good to see Rey Mysterio too. Sean Blandford says, great to see man of the people, Sean Ross Sapp, back on the show. Literally, this is a man who bragged about his sneakers on like the first time we saw him. Great to see him back. Jam that jam, and always remember that Shorty G is an Olympian and deserves better. Job of JJ496, Ollie Davis #1 fan trademark says, Ray, how's your eye? Hashtag I that I. Love the math promo, and Sean, fuck that jam. Come on, Ollie, how is your eye, Ray? It seems to be doing better.
It's all right. It as we said, the optic nerve wasn't severed. Thank God, it was just a globe luxation. That's what we can take from this. I'll be fine. I'll be back.
That's really great. What is your wife's name, by the way?
Mrs. Mysterio.
That's right, Mrs. Mysterio.
Have some respect, Mrs. Mysterio.
So I understand. Blue Flame King says, to everyone, funny favorite wrestler or comedy wrestler. Oh, we've done that. Actually, no, someone has followed it up saying favorite funny wrestler or comedy wrestler that kicks ass. We've done that one. But also, Adam, would you do a Lucha Underground retrospective series? I mean, I would love to. I'd love to watch Lucha Underground all again. I'm not sure it would get the views, so it might not be worth doing right now. But in the future, people like clamor for it. I'd love to, because Lucha Underground was my favorite thing for a year or so. Spectre Grim says, is it just me, or does that sign look more like it says suck that suck? Luke Owen, man of the people. I mean, it might be more on brand for SRS that way too, right? Ooh. Yeah. No tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. Mundy says, come on, Luke, take down SRS and continue being our Wednesday night warrior and show them all who the mighty Luke is. Hashtag jam that jam.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Oh well, never mind.
All right. I let people down. That's what we're building to here. I let people down.
You disgust me, Luke. Will Gossett says, paid just to say that Peter Avalon and Brandon Cutler are the second best long-term story in wrestling today, and their team name being The Initiative is perfect. Hashtag jam that jam. There's that 12-sided dice. What'd you get?
Oh, a critical fail.
Oh, how apropos.
Yes.
Videopar97 says, hey, Adam, wondering if you got my email about QuizzleMania. If not, I'll send it again. You'll want to read it. It is mind-blowing. I'm not sure if I did. Please do send it again. Adam at WrestleTalk. Theatre Lover 1 says, as much as I want Adam to be a contestant, let's go SR. That's right. I'm not being a contestant now. I completely forgot about that. Oh, well, I'll have to stay here and never have my knowledge called into question. That's good for me. Dean2701 says, you should bring out a QuizzleMania board game for us fans. Would love to. Although I would ideally like to work somewhere that hasn't made its own board game. That would be great. Having gone from What Culture to drafts to here, I would just like to kind of do a combo breaker. Christopher Henderson says, why is Rey Mysterio's bedroom so shite? Something doesn't add up here. Damn that jam. Damn, ice cold.
I'm in Dominic's room. I'm in Dominic's room.
Gotcha.
We like, you know how they do the Young Lion system in New Japan, where they kind of keep to the basics, the black gear, just sort of the necessities. That's what we've sort of raised Dominic to be. A sort of just need the basics, simple room, nothing too extravagant.
So, Sean Ross Sapp, let's talk us through your setup, because right now, like the mantle, like above the mantelpiece, it's very bare. Mm-hmm. Like I'd expect like a picture or a mirror there. Like, have you just moved? Are you renovating? Why is your room so threadbare?
I just moved into this office. I still need some stuff added to it, but actually, I have state of Kentucky maple syrup from Canada, because it's a way better country than what you all live in, and the first microphone I ever used. And I don't know if you can see this over here. That says fuck that. Fuck. And that is a door to a closet. That is a door to another room. And I'm just getting settled in here.
Exciting stuff.
Fuck that fuck.
Josh Kirch says, if Luke wins, we riot. Patrick McCann says, Sean Ross Sapp and Luke Owens involved in the biggest double turn since Stone Cold and Bret Hart. This is monumental. Love QuizzleMania. Keep up the great work, guys. Jam that jam and lovely time with the boys. It's true. We have noticed a real kind of change in behavior in Luke Owen over the last few QuizzleManias.
Sorry.
Yeah, they've let everyone down. Lucas Stringer says, glad I'm able to catch QuizzleMania live and the return of SRS. Want to thank you all for your time. And Adam for inspiring me to go back to college and become a wrestling journalist. # jam that jam. Oh, that's amazing, Lucas. Best of luck. Brandon Vaughan says, Ollie is the Kurt Hawkins of QuizzleMania. It's sad he won't win his first quiz since QuizzleMania XXX. Don't Google it. # jam that jam. Peter Mullins says, but Sean, what does FTF stand for? Forever the fuck? Fear the fuck?
Yes.
Careful of any North Carolina tag teams called the fuck who may take legal action.
There are plenty of them, I'm sure, out here.
So what does that? What does FTF stand for?
Gosh, you're putting me on the spot here. I hadn't really thought that far. It's just a very ambiguous acronym that can mean various things.
Neat.
Sorry, I got to run that by my trademark lawyer, Michael Dawkins.
Always be branding. Josh Kirch says, give us Fightful versus WrestleTalk and QuizzleMania, you cowards. Aaron Simon says, bigger QuizzleMania moment. Yeah, that actually does sound like a good idea. Aaron Simon says, bigger QuizzleMania moment, Wale's third Uso or Steve getting Heidenreich correct. They are huge moments in our history. I think that that last round Yokozuna, that's going to live on. Like that's a real kind of like.
I think both of them have come from our good friends at Fightful, because it's that and Denise beating Ollie with Kofi Kingston.
Xavier Woods, but yes, absolutely.
Xavier Woods, yes. Yeah, you're right.
Despite terrible clue giving from me. I've had an absolute rinsing in the comments today. I do my best, y'all. Aaron Simon, so Forged by Gaming says, hey guys, I sent an email to you guys 2 weeks ago. I haven't gotten a reply. Wondering if you got it. Maybe it wasn't worded correctly. Love the show. Love you all. Do send, if it was sent to support@wrestletalk.com, we will get around to it eventually. It's just we do get a few emails.
Have you thought about doing a podcast where you just answer emails, apparently? It seems like it'd be pretty popular if you just answered all the emails that Adam personally doesn't answer on the air.
Hey now.
You're a rock star.
Get your game on. Carter
Lost my
Bromelli.
virginity to that song.
Did you really?
Oh,
It's
yeah.
a short song, to be fair.
Oh, yeah. I had one CD. Every track was skipping except for that one. And I had to set the mood.
And what better mood than?
Of course.
Smash Mouth.
Of course.
Nothing says erotic like somebody.
Shrek.
Yeah, Shrek, the horniest movie of all time. Carter Bermelli says, praying SRS end Hollywood Luke's reign. F that F. John Petitjean says, all hail SRS. Ollie Davis will most likely not win, but wonder Ollie might. My only dream is seeing Adam Pacitti destroy Luke. Alan Monson says, SRS has returned to end Luke's reign of terror to become the rightful Fightful champ of QuizzleMania. I love you, Luke, but you have become the John Cena of QuizzleMania. Jam that jam, my friends, and FTF.
Sorry, guys.
Just go to quizzes. Asa Dunn says, what is your most underrated promo? Mine is the one that Cena cut on Vince after Money in the Bank 2011, where Cena said he'll walk to someone else's show, brother. AJ Lee's pipe bomb, I don't think gets enough write-ups because
it wasn't as good as the pipe bomb and was never going to be.
Talent isn't sexually transmitted is one of the greatest burns of the last decade. Absolutely fantastic.
I would, only because I was actually watching it just before we started doing this as well. But you know when Becky Lynch turned heel and the promo she got on SmackDown? Yeah, and the promo she got on SmackDown was really good. It's just that the crowd were not giving the reaction she was supposed to. She was like, "You're all knobs," and they were going, "Hey, you will hate me."
Slam.
Yeah, it's like, "You will hate me," and they were like, "Yay, we love you."
Mine's some of the stuff that's been in the feud between Jeff Hardy and Sheamus.
My big hairy balls.
So
Waited for it. Yep.
Byron, not Brian, said, Ollie continues to show us that he is a true gentleman and always comes last. Joshua Mondragon says, work as a firefighter. Binge watch your entire series. This is my first live show. Thank you, Joshua, for everything you do. Thank you guys for all the entertainment. I'm an SRS guy. Hashtag jam that jam. Jay Young says, greetings from Lima, Peru. And thank you for all the entertainment during lockdown. Question for everyone. Who do you think would win in a match between Team Bobby Heenan guys versus Team Paul Heyman guys? Hashtag Memelade, SR Memelade. While you answer that question, I'm going to pop to the little Adams room.
I mean, one of those teams has got Brock Lesnar on it.
Yes.
I just feel like that's going to really run wild over anyone else.
Yeah.
I mean, you can argue Andre, but even then it's Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar.
Wow.
And Curtis Axel.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even need all the other ones there. Like, you could just hide all the other lads, like, him, Ryback, Punk, and everyone else. Just hide them in the back and just be like, yeah, no, just let Brock do everything.
They will have Cesaro too.
Lima's lovely though. Lima, Peru, very very nice. I was there last year. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. It's really really nice. I did the Inca Trail and it was fucking excellent. Lima's lovely. Really really liked it there. And Cuzco is
I'm just starting to travel. Was just starting to travel before everything.
I was supposed to be in the States.
Where are you planning on going?
Me? Just anywhere there are shows and then vacation somewhere. But I go to Canada every year. I go to Toronto every year and love it. But I want to go to somewhere like on the west end of Canada where there's more more greenery, stuff like that.
Canada's great.
Canada is great. Laugh Track says, nice to see SRS and his punchable face again. Hashtag jam that jam. Have you when was the last have you ever been punched, Sean?
I mean, I trained MMA for about a decade. Yeah, I punched a lot.
Nice. And that's what you were left with.
Yes.
So W says, what is your favorite weapon or improvised item used in a hardcore match?
Chalkboard. Fuck that. Fuck.
Always be selling. I liked, it was a very obvious setup, but I really liked Tommaso Ciampa stealing a crutch from someone in the crowd at Takeover. I think it was Takeover in New Orleans. That was a lot of fun. What else?
Barbed wire 2x4, Cactus Jack. Loved it. And then he said it on
something
fire.
always funny.
It's got that great line from Lawler at No Way Out 2000, where it's like, what's worse than a 2x4 covered in barbed wire? And he sets it on fire. Brilliant timing.
There's something funny about Braun Strowman chucking a chair at specifically Roman Reigns. That just always that was when Braun was next level.
All right. Next up, Dylan from Cork. Hey.
Hey.
So great to be able to catch QuizzleMania live again. Ray, I'm a big fan of your work. Never noticed your English accent before. Sending all my love from the best county in Ireland, Cork. Rabid Lampshade says, finally catching a live stream here in Perth at 4 a.m. Gosh, that's dedication, albeit due to spending the night throwing up. Many an SRS. Seriously, love you guys. Hope you're all safe. Thanks for the fun. Vegemite. Thank you very much. Dartrain24 says, my favorite part about joining midway through is clicking the video and it's just bam, nips. Jam that jam. The Hound 316 says, Luke, you better be SRS or you truly are a heel. SRS is such a penis.
Well, I mean, where am I going to go there? A mother joke. It writes itself.
It does. It does, to be fair.
Come on.
The Flying V. I remember how happy I was when Luke won against SRS for the first time. The joy of seeing serious competition against Luke makes the quiz be amazing. If anything, Luke, you elevate everyone else. Like they have to match you. Or QuizzleMania is ruined, basically.
Sorry about that. Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry about it. Travis Cunningham says, save us SRF, hashtag FTF, hashtag go big blue.
That's not for Blue Chew, although many
whatever,
mothers
Blue
have
Chew.
said that. But the Kentucky Wildcats, that's actually what this is. Basketball team here.
That's fair. Wooly says, please book Jackie Chan on the show. I think he's a massive fan. Like,
Have you
if he's
considered
up for it,
booking Mel Gibson at any point?
Honestly, no. But if Jackie Chan's interested, please do give him my information, Adam at WrestleTalk.com. Derek Harnish says, hey, Adam, always terrible to see Sean back. I'm rooting for Ollie. Who's your favorite queen from RuPaul's Drag Race? Like, so do you mean the series that just happened, All Stars? Or do you mean Canada's Drag Race? Or do you mean the last series of RuPaul's Drag Race? Or do you mean RuPaul's Drag Race in general? I'm just kidding. I'll give you an answer for all of them. Shea Coulee was obviously my favorite one from All Stars. I go in and out on Jimbo with Canada's Drag Race, but actually I'm a Lemon stan for that one. The most recent series, I was Gigi Good, publicly a Gigi Good fanboy, but all time, gotta be Bianca Del Rio. The hooker with the heart of gold. Baloney, sir.
Del Rio.
Bianca Del Rio.
Oh.
Did I say Alberta Del Rio? I really hope I didn't. That would suck. Does anyone else have anything to add to that RuPaul?
I'm afraid not.
Never watched the show, unfortunately.
It's magic. Ryan says there's more chance of Ollie winning than a cultaholic appearance. William Kime says young Louis thought he was hip. He tried to give Adam the slip. He wanted on the show, but everyone said no. And Titus kissed his son on the... Yeah. Brandon Vaughan said, F you, Adam. Santino is the best wrestler, comedian, and man that ever lived. Hashtag FTF. Crossburst says, what is your favorite Shinsuke theme? Big fan of Subconscious.
I am partial to the violin versions that Kei Suzuki did. She's a Japanese woman, and she actually did the violin version of Subconscious, which motivated WWE to give him a violin theme to begin with. Check those out. They're very fucking good. She covered that one too.
My favorite version, like I really like House of the Rising Sun, or I think is it just the Rising Sun it's called? But the live version of that by Lee England Jr. That's my jam. Absolutely delightful. All right. 100%. Brandon Vaughan says, honestly, Santino has been my pick for the Rumble for the last 6 years. Spencer Vaughan-Hagen says, I love SRS as a babyface. I still love Luke, though. Jam that jam, boys.
Thanks, mate.
I put the ass in a cerebral assassin. Says, SRS and Luke, slow burn story. Enemies to lovers. 500,000 words. Hashtag FTF.
Better love story than Twilight.
Yeah.
You sparkle. Layla and the Thunderbird says, I'm currently helping my mom shop for one of her customers, so I can't watch. But the king is here, and I must send my love. Go SRS.
Thank you.
I've got to give some love for that name. Was that Layla and the Thunderbirds?
It was.
That was awesome.
That's rad.
Yeah.
Is that a reference, or is that just
no?
cool?
It sounds
a
fucking
cool name. Yeah.
Rohil Chawla says, hey guys, thanks for this today. I've had a rough few days with my uncle passing away yesterday. It's a struggle to see my mum cry. I really enjoy this. Keep up the good work. Thank you again. Thank you, Rohil. And obviously, we hope things get better for you and your family. Drip Soup says, can't wait for the Cinemania nip round. There might not be one. I keep forgetting to do this recently, but I should put up the banners of our special guests. There we go. Joseph Curran says, hello, everyone. Hope you're all staying safe and healthy. Adam, as another Batman fan, what is your favorite story? And what's everyone's favorite WWE video package of all time? So Batman stories, like from the comics, there's so many good ones. I think my favorite, it's not Dark Knight Returns. Every time I reread that, it's just like, oh, that's a bit fascist. But
it's not aged well.
It has not aged well. No, Frank Miller's attitude towards the Ute has not improved with his age. I really like the back to back of the Long Halloween and Dark Victory. They're really, really good. Like Long Halloween gets, I think, looked over a lot, but it's in terms of just like how much Batman it crams in there, like the rise of Two-Face, a villain every month, like that beautiful art. I think, yeah, I'll go for Long Halloween just because I can't necessarily think of a better one. And what is everyone's favorite WWE video package of all time? Easy Monster.
Fuck, I hate that song. You mean the Skillet song?
No, the Imagine Dragons song.
Oh God. Okay, thank God. Mine might be Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, Placebo running up that hill, or
that's a good one.
the Miz promo from when he headlined Mania with
Hate Me Now.
The Nod song. My God, that one was so awesome.
Hate Me Now. Luke and Ray.
My Way for Rock Austin. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
Either Monster or Bailey Banks from NXT.
Oh, that's really good. Is that Respect or Brooklyn? Because they were both great.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brooklyn.
All right. Go follow Sean Ross Sapp. He is your champion.
Yeah, do that.
Brian Doyle says, hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I must say Blompier is looking very Aryan tonight. Okay. Thank you.
Jesus Christ.
Thanks, folks. That's okay. Do you have any guilty pleasure matches? Hashtag jam that jam.
Sean Ross Sapp versus Luke Owen.
Like, I think I'm overthinking it. I feel like guilty liking WLC because I do think there's something vaguely exploitative in it, but it is also like a bunch of really talented performers. It's really charmingly presented.
Match of the night.
It's really good as WLC, but there is a nagging sensation of it's like WWE probably weren't cool when they came up with this, but like it has turned out to be good.
One of mine is Trish and Mickey from Mania, because the thing that they cut out added such a psychological aspect to that based on what they were doing. And like, I wasn't like, oh my God, that made the match awesome. But it did add to the match based on how they had built it.
Hogan Warrior Halloween Havoc.
Oh God.
It is a fucking train wreck, and it is a beautiful train wreck.
So apart from the Fireball, right, they just did the same match again, didn't they? They literally went beat for beat. Am I wrong about that?
No, they do less. Like they literally, it is two fridges just rubbing against each other for 20 minutes, and then a shit Fireball spot, and then the match ends.
Somebody wants to.
They like. Why didn't they just do an eye rake or something? There are so many other ways you could blind. As people on this show know, there's so many other ways to blind people.
I was going to say,
Sean, come on.
Can we move on?
Jesus. Clinton Davis says, Big Papa Puff, Scott Stoner here to tell you all you save lives. You're amazing. And thank you for everything you do. Jam that jam. Alex Trufel says, let's go SRS. Bring it back to the USA. Gabriel Reyes says, I'm 21, but live with my parents until I'm done with uni. Got the weirdest look because they heard someone say Dong Lord. I mean, it's true. Can't even be embarrassed. Go SRS. Hashtag jam that jam. I actually have a question about Dong Lord. Was Dong Lord created here, or did you import Dong Lord from?
I have said it on Blue Chew segues in the past and Manscaped segues in the past. Yes, I have the most sponsored penis in wrestling media. So I mean,
delightful. Other than Batista, I'm sure. Flying Master says, another week, another pointless question. Is there another credible threat to Moxley now? I love the tag division, but that seems to be where all the stars are at the minute.
Nakazawa.
Oh, I mean, I'm going with MJF. I think.
Yeah, same.
Lance Archer, I think, could do a job.
Give him a shopping bag. Yeah. That was one of my favorite spots like ever in wrestling.
Andy Datson, yes, the actual one.
Oh, really?
Has messaged us £5 saying Sean and Ray proving an ADHD mind is a great mind. Hashtag all the best wrestling writers have ADHD.
It's true.
Delightful.
I don't have ADHD, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Exactly. You've got a lovely son. Clinton Davis says 619 indeed. This $5 is just for the fuck you Sean bit. That was the best laugh I've had in a while. Thank you, Ollie. Yeah, that bit
he actually did it.
I thought
tell your mom it'll cost her another $3.95 to make that happen.
Brad Bowers said Luke break SRS's back. wondered what would right first.
Righty.
Brian Flatley says, Ollie saying he's here to have fun is like Jinder saying he's coming in second in Adam's booking. Oh, someone's a fan. Guess that means he's going to win the title soon, though. I'll shave my head if he does. Richard Hannigan says, hashtag SRS, hashtag FTF, bring it back to America. Also, never forget that Titus O'Neil has 2 kids named after him, one after his real name and one after his ring name. I didn't know that. Small Afro Games says, hey guys, you started watching. Why does Sean have a suck that sucks sign in the background? I mean, it's true jam that jam style to make something that people can't read.
Guys, if you couldn't get the joke, people at home, that was intentional.
Yeah. Good work, man.
What a heel, Luke. There's nothing on. It says, hey lads, thanks for all that you do. Question of the day. I thought for a bit, would you say Asuka is the edge to Flair's Cena?
Yeah, that's a pretty good comparison, I would say. Really, really super decorated wrestler, has done about everything. Some people will say isn't pushed as much. I think that's a pretty good comparison.
Just can't quite beat that one person who the company will never compromise by letting Asuka beat her. Yeah, I can see it.
Apart from the fact she has twice,
but like roll up, right? Or was it? Oh no, she tapped her out, didn't she? What do I know?
Tapped her out.
Well, what do I know? Sean is wrong. Carmel Danielle says, I'm a South African watching an English wrestling quiz in Japan. Couldn't be happier. That's amazing. Thank you, Adam, for getting me back into wrestling. Ding. Marmite. Stephen motherfucking Jeffries says, about goddamn time SRS came back. Kentucky represent. Thank you guys for making Wednesdays the best day of the week. Hashtag jam that jam. Jam that jam. Pete Dunn 25. Ooh, the real one says, hi, I'm Emma. No, okay. Hi, I'm Emma from Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. My mom and I love watching QuizzleMania. We're both cheering for the best QuizzleMania champ, Sean Ross Sapp. Jam that jam.
That's me.
K2KYD they say never meet your heroes. I say never watch your heroes on QuizzleMania. Hashtag raise a meanie. It's true. It's true. It went to a darker place than I thought it would.
You have your eye gouged out and see what mood you're in.
Oh, you're fine. Johnny Garcia says, you got this, Luke. Oh,
sorry, mate.
Yes, it's true. I am the third Uso. Hashtag jam that jam. Hashtag let Andy roll his R's. Ryan Mohini says, great to see Sean Ross Sapp back. On the fence on who I want to win, though, SRS, because fuck Luke, he's worse than Roman in 2017. But if he wins, Adam is a contestant. Hashtag FTF. Fuck Luke, he's worse than Roman. Ryan says there was a letter used on that embrace the hate picture. Rules are rules. That's true, actually. I probably should deduct maybe 3 points from Sean.
Yeah,
I'll do some maths. I'll do some maths later on that. Oliver Whitworth has donated £100. Oh my god!
Wow! Damn.
Thank you so much, Oliver. Saying holla to SRS just because he likes Kelly.
God damn it!
Is this wow? Oh no! I mean, like we all have our favorite wrestlers. You know,
we once wrote.
I like Kurt Angle personally. Luke, who's your favorite wrestler? Raven, obviously. Rey Mysterio. Who's your favorite wrestler?
Dominic Mysterio.
That makes sense. That's very nice of you to say. Why is your favorite wrestler Kelly, Sean Ross Sapp?
Because she does a better Thez press than Lou Thez.
Hot take.
It's because she gets so many steps before she actually has to do it. It's a lot of momentum.
Yeah. We once wrote an article on Fightful that says Kelly got approval for marriage from Test from beyond the grave. And it was an honest to God story about how she had a Hollywood medium provide her a blessing from Test from beyond.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's amazing.
That is a phenomenal story. Joan R says SRS is finally here to end the heel reign of Luke. All bow to the Dong Lord's dong eggplant emoji.
Yes.
Megafan6741 says QuizzleMania was on a streak with bringing great guests, but pulled a WWE and fucked it up by bringing Sean Ross Sapp back. He's worse than Taxes, Splinters, Nathan Jones, and Katie Vick. Go away.
Damn. The difference is Katie Vick got laid and you never will. Yeah. Even in the afterlife.
Man.
That Nathan Jones slam.
But Taxel says, nice, hashtag FTF. Ethan Carter, the first, I think, it doesn't say the third, says, the Dong Lord has returned. Lynn Bell says, Plumpier screws SRS. Look, he won. Just get off my back. Ray has a potty mouth. Ollie's big hairy balls. Here I was trying to show my roommate how awesome QuizzleMania is, and now I'm banned from watching it in the living room ever again. Hashtag no regrets. Hashtag
big hairy balls.
oh, just
Scared the shit out of me.
you never know when it's coming.
That was far less telegraphed than like the last 23 that you did.
John Moxley's Fringe says, Ollie, you came with nothing, you're leaving with nothing, but have you had fun and a great day? Thanks for keeping the quiz going. Never disappoints. Here's what you could have won. New Punk Rants says, I roll with Luke, whether he's a heel or a face. Hashtag long may he reign. Also, I now own every available Omega shirt. Also, Ollie equals David Flair from WCW. Love it. Oof. Oh, I felt that one on my chest. Chris Hutchins says, SRS is a loser. Luke is the greatest. Ollie needs to win to get Adam to shave. You're welcome, Ollie, for getting something for you to. You're welcome, Ollie, for getting something for you to quiz for. It's great that Rey Mysterio is finally on the show. It's true. He's been trying to get on it for months. Jam that eye too soon.
Sorry, guys. I'm doing a documentary about fucking clowns. So
about fucking clowns or about fucking clowns?
Maybe both.
Somebody once told me. I does feel like I'm watching American Beauty again.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
You ever see the Adam and Joe parody of American Beauty?
No,
American
that
Beauty
sounds
toy.
great.
American Beauty toy. It's so good. The dancing bag is literally a dancing bag with a northern accent. Fucking come on, dance your buggers.
I watched not another teen movie before I watched like all the movies it was based on. So to me, when I go back and watch movies like American Beauty and all this, they're way better and funnier. I can't take anything serious because I saw that first, and the bag thing just slayed me.
I mean, the bag thing's hard to take. Bad things hard to take seriously. Anyway, not another teen movie. Unbelievably, the cinematic debut of Chris Evans.
I know it's great. Yeah. It's such a good movie.
That's so great.
So
he was undeniably a star then. Like you were like, oh, damn, this guy's going to be really good.
Mm-hmm. So it says, Brad Bauer says, Luke broke his will. Joan R says, this quiz is rigged for Luke. I mean, provably not the case. SRS is now the people's champ. He deserves his title back. Ethan Carter just says hashtag FTF. Tyler Woodward says, Adam, if I get 200 signatures, can I be on QuizzleMania? Hashtag ban Louis, SRS, and fake Ray. Hashtag jam that jam. Hashtag listen to Last Fan Standing on Spotify season 2 out now. It's like it's the same for everyone. 10,000 signatures you can get on QuizzleMania.
You have no idea how many people ask me how to get booked on this show. It's insane.
Hey, send them our way if they're in wrestling.
Yeah.
That's a pretty critical benchmark. Lynn Bell says SRS for Prime Minister. Lol.
If this is in Canada, anything to get me the fuck into Canada and away from America right now, please.
Richard Hannigan says the chalkboard also kind of looks like Suck That Suck.
No.
Never forget that I love QuizzleMania. Benetton Man says SRS for the win. If you smell what SRS is cooking. What are you cooking, Sean?
I don't even know what's for dinner, but I had some balsamic fig chicken earlier.
That sounds delightful.
It is.
Total Destruction says, nah, 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 nah. Hey, hey, hey. Goodbye. The streak is over. The biggest heel in wrestling history has finally been defeated. To be fair, Luke, you are a monster.
This is my coronation again.
Throwback 27 saying SRS slayed Wrestle Talk. He is the chosen one. Support at Grap Grief to make a difference in people's lives. Hashtag FTF. What's Grap Grief?
My boss Jimmy Van lost his sister last month and lost his father about a year and a half prior. He started a charity called Grappling with Grief. It's at grapplingwithgrief.com. Their Twitter is at grapgrief. They've got a trailer up there. Before we can solicit donations or anything, he has to get a donation number, which takes a while, but he's still going to tell a lot of people's stories. I'll be on there pretty soon. Please check that out. It's at grapgrief on Twitter.
Let me just 2 seconds. There you go. At grapgrief on Twitter.
Thank you so much.
No, my pleasure. Rich Hardisty says SRS super kicked his way to victory. Fightful is now the team of the young fucks. Hashtag FTF. Hashtag Real American USA. King of the comment section says the Sapp is here, followed by an obligatory do. Everyone, what's your favorite New Japan match? Hashtag Jam That Jam. Hashtag FTF.
Okada Omega.
Yeah.
Ray.
Anyone I was in.
So yeah, that's fair. I think
I can't tell you that because I can't remember.
CTE.
Globalization.
I still think Shibata Ishii just clubbed 7 bells out of each other, and also just like I miss Shibata so much now, just because all be in good health, Shibata. Hashtag WRWR pod. Says,
Sweet.
Who's that, Luke?
They are a lovely couple of lads that we met at a Progress show a couple of years ago. Cliff, who's one of the hosts, is a Patreon backer for my podcast. Really nice guy. Yeah, really good chap.
What does WRW stand for? Just so people can find them.
Well, that's it. Like if you just search for that, that's what the show is.
Oh, WRWR pod. Great. Yeah, search it out. They sound like nice boys. Who needs the QuizzleMania championship when he earned the golden joystick for his Tasmania challenge? Auntie Marisha is cooking you up something without fish, Luke.
Thanks.
Probably.
Oh, that's good because I can't eat it. Thanks. It's good to know that Auntie Marisha is still busy these days. But yes, I did beat the first level of Tasmania in under 2 minutes, which means I would have won that challenge.
I don't think I've ever sped ran anything in my life. I am so uncoordinated gaming wise. Like, I think, what would you say is your like video game which you like? If you had like a gun to your head, you had to beat someone at a board game at a video game, which would you choose?
I mean, I'm the 9th quickest person in the world on Terminator for the Mega Drive.
Fucking 9th as well. It's such a
I know.
Out of
Me pulling out a bronze
I think that's
medal
like
from a submission wrestling tournament looks like way less ridiculous now.
I think it's like 13 or 14 people on the leader table.
I would probably say Mashed. You guys ever play that?
No.
You guys haven't played Mashed? Mashed is amazing. It's a PS2. It's like Micro Machines, but with extra combat on top. It's
nice.
Good. If anyone can get an emulator working, fully recommend Mashed. Absolutely fantastic. It was the local multiplayer game that me and my friends played just like constantly. We were addicted to it. Benjamin Gilmore says SRS back and better than ever. Got a knack for making quiz better. Face facts. Adam, opinion don't matter. This maniac is gonna fuck with your mother. Jesus Christ. Lynn Bell says, Ray, have you signed with AEW? WrestleTalk.com made an article about you possibly signing. Lol.
Well, the best website on the planet with the best writers on the planet, WrestleTalk.com. So if it's there, it must be true.
All right. Mark Gallagher says, if you had to choose
in case we get in trouble, it's not true. I haven't signed with AEW.
Thank you for clarifying that, Ray. An exclusive here, only on QuizzleMania. Mark Gallagher said, if you had to choose one Adam to appear on QuizzleMania, would you pick Cleary or Pacitti? Don't make me choose. God. I genuinely can't. And I wouldn't want to pick between them. They're both wonderful, wonderful folk, and they're both great Adams. Fine examples of the Adam populace. Total Destruction says, sad that Rey couldn't get the job done. Ollie's keeping his streak going. Congrats to Sean. Hashtag finished top fuckers. FTF. Phenomenal Production says, congratulations to SRS for the win. I think we're going to get a lot of these well done SRS messages now. We had a bet in the office. If he won, we would unsubscribe to Fightful. Forever our champion, Luke. Sowed the seeds of your own destruction. Will Ware says, guys, if we can step out of kayfabe for a minute, Rey was your first QuizzleMania everything you thought it would be. Hashtag SRS champ, hashtag FTF Luke. Thank you. So Rey, obviously you've been trying to get on QuizzleMania for months now. You finally did appear on the show. How did it stack up to your expectations?
I think I did too many swears. I think I might get told off. But other than that, it was very good. No, I enjoyed myself. And I think I did all right, all things considered. I was a bit worried. I sort of wanted to get on for a while, and then I thought, crap, I now have to answer questions. But no, I thought I did all right. So no, I enjoyed it. And thanks, everyone, for having me.
Oh,
thanks, Rey.
It's been a pleasure to have you, Rey. Genuinely has. Will Ware says, Misha Sumrat says, I heard there was going to be a video game movie round for Cinemania. I hope so. Hashtag light camera game. Over.
Misha is also a Patreon backer to my podcast.
Oh, fantastic. Under
Nice guy.
consultation.
That is correct. I was actually just he was currently on our Discord channel, just having a chat about it.
And hell, look, it wouldn't be QuizzleMania if we didn't do a shameless plug. Cinemania. It's going to be a fantastic show. It's going to share some DNA with QuizzleMania. So if you like QuizzleMania, most people know what films are. So I think it will be fairly accessible to you. It's over on Cineworld. It's going to be 3 p.m. UK. So work out whatever equivalent that is in wherever you're watching this from. It is 10 a.m. Eastern time and 7 a.m. Pacific. So if you're watching in California, fair fucks to you. Note from the chat: Mashed on Steam is on 80% sale right now. In fact, Mashed is only €1 on Steam. I thoroughly
It's kind of a great game.
I thoroughly recommend. Hey, it's an old game. It's not a bad game. It's an old game. I thoroughly recommend Mashed. It is like golden age of local multiplayer.
As I'm looking, like that's PS2 era.
PS2. Yep.
Okay.
It's beautiful. Michael Short says Sean Ross Sapp is a legend. Yeah. Luke is a heel, and Ollie would come last if he was the only person in the quiz. Mm-hmm. Save us, SRS. Save us. I mean, by default, yeah, anyone would come last if they were the only person in the quiz. Throwback 27 said, all right, Sean, I've had it up to here with you. Do you want to go? I'll fucking go. I haven't done this fancy MMA training. I haven't bought a bronze medal online and passed it off as my own achievement.
Excuse me.
But I will take you outside with a sock full of fucking quarters and I will do you, son. All right?
I mean, you hitting me with a sock full of quarters would be the most amount of money that I've been paid for my time here.
Let's not bring that into it.
I'm just saying. It
has been nice to have you back, Sean. Throwback 27 said, this is a wicked pisser. I assume that's some sort. I think that's good. Adam, would you ever do a question about what wrestlers came from independent wrestler promotions like Chaotic Wrestling in Massachusetts? Hashtag wicked crazy pinfalls. I mean, it would be difficult for the guests, but I'm not opposed to it. Brad Bowers says, all my heroes let me down, and Luke was just like all the rest. I'm so heartbroken.
Sorry.
Christian S. Quivell says, Luke, could you do a review of Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Love that movie.
Great movie, underappreciated in its time. Yeah, loved it. I thought the books were broadly fine, but I think that Edgar Wright really brought them to life and made them actually improve the source material.
Oh wow.
Yeah. That was the movie that made me get a surround sound system because I went to the theater and the music in it was so great. Mm-hmm. I was like, man, I got to get a surround sound system for when this comes out on Blu-ray so I could listen to it.
That's another film where I just listen to the soundtrack over and over again. Is that metric song is just so good.
With Brie Larson singing it too. Like she's fantastic at it. Like it was really good. That got me into metric too.
Oh, awesome. Anakin JMT. Oh, sorry. I do have to ask, Luke, how would you compare Scott Pilgrim vs. the World to The Dark Knight?
It's a better movie.
No. Anakin JMT says, Adam, can we get Jeremy Lambert on sometime?
He's our lead wrestling writer and the most sarcastic man in wrestling. If you see any smart ass headlines at Fightful, guarantee you it comes from him.
Rich Hardisty says, hey guys, writing from Portland, Oregon. Thank you for providing a bit of a distraction during this mess of a time here. Hashtag STS, hashtag FTF.
Yes, thank you.
Lynn Bell says, yes, SRS, I am Canadian. Come on over. And also Lynn Bell says, as long as you quarantine first, Canada will accept you. SRS. Rich Hardisty says, hashtag my big hairy balsamic fig chicken. I'm delighted. Oh, that's delightful. I won't do it. I won't press
okay.
Matt J. Hendricks says SRS is the Sting to Luke's Hogan.
I'm way more tan than Sting was at Starrcade 97.
I mean, this had a way more definitive finish than Starrcade 97. Genuinely,
I don't know. You did try to slide in there and do a fast count, and it wasn't fast. Like
you're right, it wasn't. It wasn't Sean. Look, Ray projected his voice. It's possible that you might have got the sh in Sean out first, but I heard Ray because Ray said it with his chest. Yes, mate.
Hang on. So when you said test your buzzers, Sean, what did you say? Because you didn't say Sean.
I do not recall.
Dong Lord.
I do not recall.
Interesting.
You didn't sound your buzzers. You just were spouting nonsense. Who knows what Sean means? Wasn't your buzzer. So I was actually not only the first, I was the only man.
You were just naming your favorite sheep. You weren't buzzing in at all. So in fact, Ray was the rightful owner of those points. Complete vindication. The entire comment section can go fuck themselves. Do please subscribe to Part Fun Known. Anakin JMT says, will Adam rig Cinemania so Luke can win that? I mean, if I tried to win this, if I tried to rig this one, it didn't work. Hector Rodriguez says, hey guys, I just clocked out. I'm going to watch from the beginning. More power to you. Brian Dawes says, any chance of you guys getting Dan Housen on QuizzleMania Housen?
Very nice,
I mean,
very evil.
I can reach out.
Let's do it.
I know the guy.
Hector Rodriguez, reach out and touch Faith. Is that where you were going with that, Luke?
No, I was going to say reach out. I said reach outson. I was doing the Danhausen thing.
Big hook.
My name is Raven, professional wrestling superstar, but you already know that.
We haven't had any new cameos through the emails. We really do need to get on that.
I want someone to get as cameos from the cast of Friends. That's not the cast of Friends. I want Bobby. I want Mona. Let's see who else is on there.
That's amazing. When you say Bobby, as in the person Rachel married?
Yeah, as in like what she was going to, and then she ran out on the wedding. Yeah,
you do mean Barry, don't you?
Barry, sorry, yes, Barry. I do mean Barry.
Right. Bobby is Monica's boyfriend.
All right, you're absolutely right. Yeah, absolutely right. Old John Favreau,
monster. No, that's Pete. John Favreau played Pete, the one who tried to get into Ultimate Fighting Championship.
What am I thinking of? Which one was Bobby?
Fun Bobby. Hey, it's Fun Bobby.
Yeah, Fun Bobby.
Alcoholic. Yeah. Come, Jesus Christ! I'm holding this thought up by myself.
You can also get Deborah Jo Rupp, who was on that '70s show. You can get Michael Rappaport, who was Phoebe's boyfriend for a while before he shot a bird.
Yeah,
and he does narration for WWE too.
He was in Deep Blue Sea.
He was.
Wait, what's he narrated for WWE?
Ruthless Aggression, and some. There's some other stuff too, I think, along the way. But he did.
I think he did Monday Night War as well.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, and you can also get. Do you remember the guy that lived below them?
Mr. Heckles.
Mr. Heckles is still alive?
Yeah, he's on Cameo.
Oh wow! Bye, Mr. Heckles. We'll try to keep it down. Genuinely cried when I first saw the episode. Hector Rodriguez says, "Hey, welcome back, Sean. The king of infotainment has returned from a long journey." I just,
Yep.
oh god damn it.
Yeah, I'm here. That's me.
Let's get him back on. I said the fans are asking for him. It will be fun. Luke, you got this, right? Yeah.
Should I post the messages of the panic that you were in 3 minutes before showtime?
To be fair, Sean, you massively big leagued us before the show started. You arrived with 2 minutes to spare. I was shitting myself. I was Samuels all over again.
We reschedule our show to accommodate this.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, look, I can't go into this again. When we next meet, if we ever meet in person, I'll fucking spark you outside. All right.
You know magic, do you? How are you gonna pull that off?
What's the name of the magician wrestler? Phantasmo.
He was in the USWA version of the Nation of Domination.
Was he as Phantasmo? Or...
Yeah. No.
That would have been amazing. Alexander Jose Ovi Caselis says, Ray, would you recommend Louis Dangor to become more famous so that he can be on the show? Also, is SRS Congrats taller than you guys?
Yeah, I'm very fucking tall, actually, is the thing.
I mean, Louis Dangor is a giant, just so you guys know.
A giant of this industry, in fact, yeah.
Giant of this industry. Yeah, Meltzer fears him. Seriously, though, fuck Louis.
Yeah.
Quite right. 3,729 signatures.
Imagine that. Yikes.
619.
619, booyaka. Anakin JMT says, Ray, will we see you on the Wednesday Night Warfare podcast tonight over on youtube.com/Fightful at 10:15 p.m. Eastern?
I don't have the budget for that. Sorry.
But Sean and I can talk afterwards.
Okay.
Oh, exciting. And the final super chat, ladies and gentlemen.
Ooh.
Anakin JMT, and it's profound stuff. Says, oh no, there one more's just appeared. So the penultimate one says, in all caps, Luke is a fake Friends fan.
Yeah, I got some really bad stuff wrong there now. Actually, I'm more ashamed of that than I am the New Jack thing.
So I'm going to tell you something, Luke. I just received a WhatsApp from my brother. So my brother's called Alex and Gabriel, and Alex texted me, "Go, me and Gabe have been fuming at Luke's friend's mistake all evening.
Oh man,
please tell him he's wrong."
Yeah, that was a bad mistake on my part.
I didn't know that Rey Mysterio had a brother. Like,
619.
Hector Rodriguez says, I just lolled at Sean's yep into the mic. Someone sent us $10 to say that. Thank you very much, Hector.
I appreciate it.
And precisely 0.0 of that is going to Sean himself, which is yeah,
absolutely true.
Jose Willis has given us £5 saying, hey guys, love the show. Can I ask who the Cinemania guests are? You absolutely can. So the chap next to Luke Owen, that is Dan Layton, who you may recognize. He's been on the Cineworld YouTube channel before. In fact, if you go to Cineworld's YouTube channel, you will find another quiz that Dan himself actually ran. So the quizzer is becoming the quizzee for Cinemania. And the lovely lady on the left is Amber Doig Thorne, who is rather big on TikTok and Instagram. So yeah, they'll all be pitting their might against Luke, who will obviously be trying to make up for his cataclysmic failure here tonight. And Laurie, who reports are currently circulating, is going to be taking it seriously.
I look forward to the uphill battle and the things that they have to overcome in facing Luke at a quiz game, because
Jesus Christ, get off your cross. You won the quiz.
Steroids.
And finally, Joe Kerr says, you're a better booker than this, Adam. Reverse the decision. Don't be WWE. I wish I could, but unfortunately, I am an unbiased quiz master. Sure. I merely create the quiz. It's their job to take it. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been QuizzleMania 5th Anakin JMT says, not going to lie, I thought the lady in the Cinemania graphic was Sophie Turner from Game of Thrones. It's not, but I'm sure she'll take that as a compliment. That has been QuizzleMania 15. I'll thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you to Rey Mysterio for being on the podcast and donating your time. That's amazing.
Hang on. But shall I,
do what? I don't understand.
Should I?
Don't unmask for us. I mean, that's incredible. Like, to give us that, like, that's a hell of an exclusive. If you're going to unmask on camera for us,
I'll do it.
Oh my god! Thank you so much. That's incredible. Wrestle Talk clips. Fuck off. Right. So I thank you so much to Sean Ross Sapp, our new QuizzleMania champion. Fuck that fuck. It's I'm genuinely upset at how glad I am to see you back.
Yeah.
Luke.
Yes, mate.
The story of the inflatable school rings to mind. And the kid who walked around with a needle. You've not just let me down, you let your teacher down, you let your classmates down, and you've let yourself down. Good night, everybody. Good night.